Hello, good morning, good afternoon, and of course, good evening, folks. My name is Digital Monkey Master, and welcome to today's live stream, where we're going to be doing some live creation session. Woo! Party! Today, I am joined by my co-host, Jordan. Say hello, Jordan.
Hello, everyone. I'm really excited to see all this fancy game creation going on today.
Uh-oh. Let me just refresh that. So today we're gonna be doing the live creation session, which is essentially a 3-hour kit bashing session. You'll see a Chase Heroes template here. It's got some like regular everyday platforms and little obstacles and just things to make your map out of. Hello, Jordan.
Hello.
Over here we have our things that do stuff. So we've got this. We've got like a wind thing over here. We've got a bumper. Do you wanna demonstrate that bumper for us, Jordan? Oh no. We've got like a. Oh, yep. There's a trampoline over there. We've got a bobby up and down obstacle. We've got a whacker. And we got some like spinny things. We got some moving up and down things, and then we have like this pillar that in a group would be quite obnoxious.
And of course, the contestants, or not contestants, all the teams are able to make their own
Yes.
items as well, which I can't wait to see what they decide to work on.
Yeah, we've got some. This is the area where everything kills you. If you touch any of these things, they will just. Oh, bye, Jordan. They will send you back to the checkpoint. So we've got some saws. We've got. Is that a gerbil or a hamster on a scooter? Why not? And a sloth.
So.
And we've got this crazy train. We also have a death laser and some squishers. And these are all native to the Chase Heroes sort of brand, except these tiles, which are a new mechanic, and they fall. But if you're underneath one and it lands on you, it squishes you. Hey, Cher. Hey, Charlie Dean. How are we all doing? I would be impressed if you could join the game. So, Jordan, let's take this for a spin, shall we? You versus me. Let's go.
Sounds good. I can't wait. All right.
Okay.
Ready to run.
So, this template is publicly available, so everything is included. If you want to remix it, make your own Chase Heroes map, everything's there, ready for you to play with. How are you doing over there, Jordan?
Doing all right. I'm stuck a little bit behind these raising and lowering faces, but ooh, now I'm on the spinning thing though.
No, he's faster than me. Make him stop.
Oh, I got knocked off the edge though. No worries about that. So for those of you who are unfamiliar with this style of game, basically it's an obstacle course. So the goal is to beat your fellow chase contestants to the end of the course as fast as possible while making your way past all these obstacles that can and will, turn you into a fine paste.
Fine paste. Oh.
But luckily, Digital Monkey Master and I were able to make it to the end. I think you got just a little bit faster than I did.
You say it a little.
True. But this, of course, is just a sort of a basic template. It's just an idea for what the teams can use to make into a much more exciting and maybe more complicated, maybe different aesthetics, maybe exactly the same, but they decided to change everything to the color green, because why not? We hope to see some really exciting. Exactly, we hope to see some really exciting projects made by these teams.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, to be honest. The teams have had a week to sort of plan and prepare what they're going to make. I know that SB's done some scripting to make his own mechanic. Foxy the host has made some crazy Foxy the host like objects, as we'll inevitably see later. And we're also going to interview the teams, and we have the absolute pleasure of interviewing Charlie, who was somebody who collaborated on the original Chase Heroes. So that's really exciting. I'm looking forward to that. Hey, Ashley!
It's true.
Yay! You made it. Welcome.
True. And so the exciting thing is that, as well as having the ability to see all these people make these awesome games, we actually get to have all the chat at the end of this building session. Everyone will be able to jump into the games and play them immediately after they're first created. So you can join in the first ever public playtesting session of them, which will be a lot of fun.
Oh yes, we have a playtest scheduled in a bit, and we can help the teams figure out. 1 second. I appear to be needed. That is stop game, please. So I'm gonna just be. There's lots going on behind the scenes. So the teams, if they need anything, they're gonna message myself or Jordan. See if we can help them out the best way we can. Hey there, Bedicus. Nice to see you. Yeah, so all of this is made in .big bang, from the scripting to the voxel objects, to even the level design. Like, for instance, if I wanted to add a bumper, or I don't know, this little platform here, I'm just going to press Control, drag it. There you go. Dead easy.
Dead easy.
Super, super easy. And if I click on this, add a script, and then go to DBB move. I'm just going to type in sign, because that's dead easy, right? That one. Nope, that ain't it. Well, the whole idea being it's super, super simple to make anything you want in .big bang. So, yeah.
It's true. So game development, it can be very complicated, but one of the cool things about .big bang is that you're able to take all these different mechanics, like for instance, like the crushers, like this column here, like the wind, for instance, and you can combine them all, these small, easy to understand mechanics, into something that's really complicated and also really fun to play. I think that that's one of the benefits of a game that's sort of like this game, like Chase Heroes, is that while it may be, some total beginners, right, to game development may not be able to totally make a massive, role-playing game or RPG just yet, but you can start with something like this, where you can totally understand each individual part of it, and you can put them all together and make something super cool. So all these little mechanics, all these individual scripts that you can add, like this simple mechanic to move this column up and down here, now is basically lets you make like a bridge that you can walk underneath. Or perhaps if you get on top of it, you can jump on it and jump between some moving platforms. And it's a really cool combination. It sort of explodes in possibilities, basically.
Oh yeah, and it's designed in a way where the whole point is to let anybody do it. It's just dead easy.
While we're talking about doing it, there actually are the two teams who are doing it as we speak. They're already working on their various different projects to try them out and to sort of get a feel for the different templates, that is, as well as to get ideas what they want to do, and they're hopefully working on them as we speak.
They are. I can see them just doing stuff. Really cool.
Nice. I can't wait to show it off to everyone else as well.
But there will be time for that.
Definitely.
I can see somebody moving the finish line. That's a great sign. Hey, man.
Nice. So, how is this? What's the approximate schedule of the events today? So, obviously, we're starting out with this kickoff session right now. We're talking about what's happening. What do we have to look forward to?
Well, we're going to be interviewing the teams. That's next. And then we're going to just have a general chat about how the process of being an indie developer, how that... Words are hard, Jordan. Did you know that?
Are so hard. It's so true.
We're going to talk about what it's like being an indie developer and sort of how you get into this sort of thing. And then we're going to be having an interview with Charlie, who helped create the original Chase Heroes games. Then what we're going to do is we're actually going to take a look at last year's live creation session games. So there are a couple of people in this live creation session who participated in the last one. So we're going to be talking to those, getting a few quotes, play the games, and kill some time until the interviews again afterwards with the teams. And then we'll have a little break, be about 10 minutes, so we can get some water and hydrate. And then what we'll do is we'll play test the games that they have so far, and then you can leave feedback for the teams so they can sort of make some tweaks and adjustments to their levels. And then
I can't wait.
We're gonna interview them again, just sort of see how the process has been for them, if there's anything they've struggled with, that sort of thing. And then right at the end, in about 2 hours and 50 minutes, we're going to do a final playtest, and then that'll be that.
That's super cool. So do we have any advice for the teams, do we think, going forward? I have a couple ideas. I don't know if you have anything that you want to say.
Well, the important thing is, first and foremost, this event is about just having fun and having a mess around with level design, see what kind of cool stuff you can make. And so, oh, did I pull my headset out? Yes. Sorry about that. Yeah, just have fun. The whole point of this, like, we've got enough here that you don't have to worry about making new assets or writing a cool script or anything. It's all here. It's all ready for you to just mess around with.
True.
How about you?
That's 100% the most important thing. Yeah. And the second most important thing in my mind, you gotta stay hydrated. You know, you gotta stay healthy. You gotta. This is just 3 hours, but at the same time, it makes total sense to take a break, to walk around a bit, stretch your arms and legs. Mm-hmm. So no need to sit here at the computer the whole time. Just most of the time, maybe. No.
You got to do something, right?
Exactly.
Oh, cool. So let's check in with Team 2. How's that sound?
Sounds good. Do you want to, or should I quickly jump in and see if they're ready?
That would be good. You wouldn't mind. Good, he's gone. Hey, man. Welcome.
Hello. All right, I just with Team 2, and they are excited to say hello.
Brilliant. Let's hop to it. Hello. Hello.
Hey.
How are we all doing today?
Good. How are you doing?
Yeah.
I'm doing great. Thank you very much. Oh, Jordan's muted.
Oh my goodness. Good old-fashioned online communication. I'm muted. It's great to meet you all. Who do we have on this team?
We have me and Caleb.
Sorry about that.
And Aaron Millie.
Yeah. Yes. Aramili, that's how you say that.
Nice. So SB Television, Caleb, and Aramilly. Awesome. Fantastic to meet all of you. Let us. So I know that we have, at the very least, we have some questions just to get a sense of what you guys are looking to do, which I think Chris will, or one of us will look at least. But also just wanted to, say good luck. I hope you guys are excited and having fun. But let's ask some questions.
There we go. Perfect.
Nice.
Just bringing up your level now so we can take a look.
Awesome. And this is, this is so incredibly early. We don't want to say you guys have done anything at all. We would not expect anything to happen in the first 10 minutes.
No. I think after 10 minutes we're actually pretty close to being done already.
Oh, really?
That's
impressive.
You guys are so efficient. That's incredible.
Yeah, look at our toolboxes.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Nice.
Just ship it, as we say in the industry.
For real.
So we wanted to get to know you a little bit better. And I think a good place to start is sort of what kind of game development experience have you all had? Is this like the first time you're playing with developing a game?
Definitely not.
Wow, we got a pro. I didn't know we
Because
had a
I've
pro.
been using Unity and live code to program for like
Oh.
1 year now.
Nice.
Oh, nice. That's really cool.
I've mostly just done .Big Bang. Unity years ago. I don't remember any of it. But yeah, a good amount of .Big Bang.
I'm actually relatively new. Well, not new, but like I don't have like the most experience with Big Bang. I'm actually a game design student. I'm getting my bachelor's right now in GD, and so all my experiences come from mostly school and like university and stuff like that. But I mostly spend time in Unity.
Oh, that's really
Super
cool. I like that. How have you found the whole Big Bang experience, Caleb, given your Unity background?
I'm actually gonna be honest. I think Unity, I like it. It's a good program. Obviously, it's very like popular, but it's very unuser friendly. And like the difference is, I've had to spend about probably 15 to 20 minutes like messing around on my own to understand how DBB works. Whereas with Unity, I've watched probably about 30 hours worth of YouTube videos to just understand like the basics. So it's definitely like a lot easier to like understand, and it's been a very, very nice change. Like I've been able to accomplish stuff with this program that it took me much, much longer to accomplish with Unity.
Definitely can say the same thing.
That is an excellent testimonial. Thank you.
Of course.
How about you, SB?
Yeah, I mean, I've been doing DBB for a while, I guess. I think it's pretty quick. I messed with Unity a while back. I think a lot of the reason a lot of people bounce off at Unity is, it just takes a long time to figure out what it is. Whereas .Big Bang is kind of just right in your face.
Yeah, it's like, hey, here's the script editor. Have a blast. Done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
another thing about Unity is like most of the tutorials which beginners would use whether on YouTube are like outdated or have way too complicated script that people just won't understand.
That's fair.
True. And I'm not trying to bash Unity, by the way. I think Unity's great.
No, we don't want any of that, to be honest. I know that's not your intent. Don't worry.
Yeah, but each game engine has its own pros and cons.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
For sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I know some of you guys mentioned you've done a lot of work with Big Bang, and some of that means, I guess, making assets, like making voxel objects or making some games. Do you guys have, I guess, accounts, or where can we go to check out the games and the assets that you've made? Is, I guess, my next question.
I guess whatever the URL is for a user profile, I can never remember the exact thing, but
That would
just
be,
/sb. Oh,
Yeah, that would be .bigbang.com/profile/ insert name here.
/sb_television.
we should actually collect your username or collect your profiles and put them somewhere. That would be a very good idea. Do you know them?
Yeah.
We will do that at some point.
Yeah, same here. I only have like a little man on my profile, but he's kind of cool. But yeah, so mine's at my user profile as well.
Awesome. We will do that.
And that's Caleb, right?
No, actually,
I'm able to join the editor for this game. It just leaves me in like edit mode, but I can't move around actually.
I think that the game is currently stopped. So if you toggle on the bird's eye camera view by clicking on the camera, you can move around with a free cam.
Still unable to move around.
Are you using WASD?
Yeah.
Well, we will make sure to figure that out as soon as we can.
So while the game's stopped, you can't move anything around. You can only really edit. You can't move your character around, should I say?
Yeah.
Should we ask more questions while we help debug? Figure out whatever's happening in the background.
I'm sorry, I appear to have lost some of my windows, so I'm just going to deal with that 1 second.
No worries. One question I have is that what kind of sort of preparations did you folks do to make for this session? Did you guys sort of sketch out ideas? Did you prototypes, or did you do nothing? Also a totally valid and very legitimate way to go about this.
It's a mix of doing nothing and doing some prototyping.
We did more than nothing. We did a little bit more than nothing.
Yeah, so
Nice.
so we just came up with obstacle ideas and then the map layout.
That's super cool. And it's interesting for me, and all the audience as well will hear at least a little bit about how this team versus the next team has sort of did some prep. You guys have this map layout. I know for a fact that the other team does not have a map layout at all, so they're sort of coming up with that on the fly. So it'll be really interesting to see how the different methods and different plans sort of bring different games to life.
Yeah.
How do you guys have just like sketch them out on paper? Did you just brainstorm on Google Docs or various different ways, or how did you guys come up with a map?
I actually was able to use, I think this is a little bit of a plug here, we were actually able to just use the object creator and kind of use it as like a mini map maker, where basically instead of like creating like a chair or like a bumper, so then we basically laid out how we wanted our map to be in the voxel editor, because it was just way easier to do because it's so much smaller scale, and you can have fine details like that. That's
super cool. Okay, so you just like created a voxel object that was the entire map design.
Yeah, or like basically the general shape.
Like on Discord.
Yes.
That is a really fantastic use of the tool and something which I, would never have thought of. That's super cool.
Figured, I'm just not very good at drawing, and I figured it'd probably be easier since we could just upload it straight into the level and just reference it if we wanted to. It was a pretty primitive design. Like it was basically just shaping, and like we didn't have any of our like actual obstacles, but it was still helpful.
Oh, totally. That's a really cool an unorthodox use of the design tools that we give at Big Bang. That's fantastic.
Okay, I'm back. I figured it all out.
Nice.
Oh dear me.
So it sounds like you guys have at least a rough idea of the concept that you're moving towards. You have sort of a rough map layout. That's really cool to hear. But aside from that, it's just free flowing. You're gonna sort of figure out what feels good and make it happen. Does that sound accurate?
Yeah.
That's awesome. I think that's the long and short of it.
That sounds like a really good plan, to be fair, because I think a lot of game development involves going, what's my sort of key drive, and then your requirements for the game change, and then you've got all this planning that you throw out the window. So a lot of times it's just easy to go with what flows, and just going, this is cool, let's do more of this. that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Do you guys have a...
Oh, so do you have like a plan to execute your ideas? Like, are there 3 or 4 main features that you want to get in there, and then just sort of link them up as you go?
Well, one of the features that we came up with just like last minute was actually like, I don't know how to describe it, but it's basically like something, maybe a conveyor belt, whatever you want to call it, but it's basically just pushes you backwards, I think. So, and here we called it the wind walkways.
Oh yeah. I think once we really started throwing out ideas, those little push volumes,
They stuck
yeah.
to the concept.
Yeah, we want to focus kind of on a theme of like diverging paths, where the players will basically be able to take high risk kind of like choices to be able to like push ahead of the other racers, or more so play it safe so they don't get like sent back to the checkpoint.
Yeah, so like the longer paths are gonna have like, I guess, easier challenges that will take longer to do, and then the shorter paths will have harder challenges, but it will take them less time to do. And then that will be some which you have a choice between 2 challenges, and some which are universal, meaning that all players have to do it.
That sounds like a really good plan, to be fair. I'm going to thank you all very much for our questions. I think we've taken enough of your time, and
we distracted you long enough.
Yeah, we'll let you get back to building and having some fun. So thanks very much, and good luck. We'll come chat to you again in a bit.
Awesome.
Excellent. Interesting to see how much sort of planning that's been involved, and it's interesting to see what they didn't plan for.
True. Well, this is such a short session in some ways. Like, making a full game can often take, a year, if not longer, for really big games.
Yeah.
Smaller games, these sort of iterations on Chase Heroes, they can be really short. And so it can be really interesting to see how that affects the planning and the process.
Absolutely. I mean, big props to anybody who even starts making a game, let alone manages to see it all the way through.
True.
It takes a lot of work.
That is so true. It's definitely really interesting hearing the use of the voxel object creator to act as sort of a map designing tool.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because Big Bang itself has a lot of different tools for making games. So you don't really need to leave Big Bang in order to edit scripts or to create objects. It's all on the same website, which makes it really handy.
It's all there, just ready. Oh, I need this thing. That's fine. I've got tools built in.
It's so true. And even those tools can be used in crazy other ways, which you would never have expected.
Yeah.
That's really fantastic to see.
Yeah.
Do we want to talk about or do we want to talk to team the next team, Words?
Told you, words are hard. Yes,
Words are so hard.
I would. However, are you able to stop Team 3's game, as I'm not currently the host? I disconnected.
Let me see. Stop and just leave it stopped?
Start it would be good.
Okay, yep. Sorry, I did not realize I was the host. Oops.
It's alright. I had it. You know when I said I lost all my tabs?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that did it.
Here, let me check in to see if they're ready to chat. Sound good?
Lovely, thank you. I'm just taking a look now at the game link. Just making sure. Fine, I can't see anything happening, so maybe they're in a different play session, which is totally fine. Absolutely not. Can we join Chase Heroes with you all? We'll be doing a playtest soon, in about an hour or so, and you can hop in and join in with Steve's. Yes, that's right, Bird King. Oh. We would love the game. Don't know what. Right, let me pop into the other voice chat.
Edit the game, that'd be cool.
Hello, everybody. It is I, Digital Monkey
Hello.
Master.
Hello.
Yes. So I don't really know what happened. I'm not in the session. That would make a lot of sense.
Right.
I appear to have lost most of my tabs, so I had to take a minute to sift through them all.
Oh, for some reason my pinball thing has disappeared now.
Are you in the multiplayer session link that I provided for you? Or are you in a different one?
We're in the same one. Like, I can see you all guys. There's Foxy moving around.
Let's see.
Same session, but that's all right. Cool. So we'll figure out what's happening there as well. Always exciting, you know. Things never go as planned when it's time to stream something on live to the internet. But we'll figure it out in the background. And while we figure it out, do you guys mind if we ask you some questions?
Sure.
Sure. So one question I have, well, first question I suppose is who's on this team? We got to figure out and say hello to you all.
There's just lift them up. So we got Foxy, the host. We got Lambda. We got Psych, which I don't think is here, and we had Jordan here for a while, but he's no.
I'm now hosting.
He got
Sometimes it's just
stolen.
a little crazy.
That's my fault. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, Ashley couldn't make it today, and Jordan happily decided to be a co-host.
All right.
At least he's getting paid now.
No, we only feed him gruel. That is all.
Tasty game development gruel.
Nice.
Nice. So, have you guys been using Big Bang before? Is this your first time? Or somewhere in between?
Like, I've been using it for quite some time. I think since 2020, maybe. But I don't know about Amanda. How long you been doing it?
I believe it's been 2 years. Yeah, I'm gonna say 2 years.
Nice.
I'm going to interject with that one, Lambda. You have been here before I've been here, and I've known about Big Bang since 2019, I think it was. It's been a lot longer than you think, I reckon.
Okay, let's pretend like it's 2 years and move on.
I'm gonna try to rejoin the multiplayer sesh real quick.
But it's been a good while, and I think there's a lot of neat features that were not here originally, and it's a huge improvement.
That's a really interesting perspective that you bring there. How has it changed in there? I know that I have joined the team making Big Bang relatively recently. So for me, all these features are sort of like, oh, of course, they've always been there. Since in my mind, they sort of have. But you've really had a larger experience seeing how the platform has evolved and how it's grown. Is there a favorite feature that you have seen be added?
Well, I'd say that the scripting really helps a lot, because it kind of helps you smooth out a lot of the problems with things. Because letting the users touch the engine and everything like that kind of lets them solve their own problems and, make more problems and then hopefully solve them as well. But it's kind of the heart of a game, because the first one I made was purely purely parkour based because there were not necessarily any like scripts to really work with. And that's still around and still infuriates digital to no end. That's
I don't know
what it's
about
there
that.
for.
I very much enjoy my fidget to this day. It's quite fun.
Thank you. Hopefully the next update will make it even worse. No, but just the adding of scripts really adds so much flexibility because then you come in and you see things that people make and you're like, oh, I didn't even think about that. That's really cool. That's unique. And you get to see all sorts of different perspectives. And because it's a much lower level of entry for a lot of people, because a lot of people are not stack developers or anything like that. It lets a lot of high school students, middle school students, or just people who don't have a lot of time to actually make development happen in a very functional way.
Yeah, absolutely. I remember before I got this job, I had a lot of time, and even then I didn't have that much time to dedicate to game development. So yeah, I feel you on that one. That's the wrong page.
So it sounds like we already heard some tales about at least one game that is existing out there made by you guys. We will have to do the same thing to you, that we have to collect all your usernames and spread out to the world if you want us to, that is, so that people can see some of the other projects that you guys have worked on. Since I know now all this tale of this top secret, not top secret at all, but this classic parkour platform game sounds a lot of fun. I'll have to go explore it myself.
Yeah, you must, because it's definitely a product of Star Cookies in the sense that it's filled with lore, really fun, and it doesn't have enough checkpoints.
Okay. Sounds like a lot of fun. So, go on.
Sorry about that, Lambda.
Yeah, it's fair enough. It's got some improvements on the way, but improvements also mean other fun little tidbits for people to become frustrated at.
I think I found out why it's crashing on my end.
Oh, what's that?
Whenever I so the pinball machine utilizes some scripts, including the social fish segment spawner.
Mm-hmm.
And that is because I experienced it when I was working on it before this, but when it doesn't have a template, it freezes up.
Ah, yes.
Glad you were able to figure that out. Awesome. Good old live debugging on stream. It happened here, folks.
Yeah, you're here to hear first.
And it was under an hour too.
So we've only really got time for one or two more questions before we interview Charlie. So I kind of wanted to take this opportunity to find out what your design process was like and your planning phase. Like, did you have lots of stuff planned, or are you just kind of doing it on the fly?
Well, some of it we had ideas, and then we kind of brainstormed and built around that. And some of it has been right now the whole layout and everything is on the fly. But a lot of the whole rides and stuff featured in the obstacles, we planned out in advance.
Okay, yeah. So I saw you're sort of making this into more of a theme park, an old theme park, right?
Yeah.
I'm looking at all these assets, and they're really interesting. Looks quite spooky, if I dare say.
Incredible. It's true. I've had the chance, since I originally was going to be part of this this team before I became one of the hosts. I got an extra little in-depth peek of the process and the planning that they were doing, and let me say it was super cool to see how they made incredible art and incredible designs. I look forward to see how it grows into a game. And that's not to say, I know for a fact that Team 2 has done the same, but the other team has done also fantastic things. But I didn't get the quite in-depth sort of ground level experience of seeing how his process was happening.
Exciting stuff.
I think the answer to that is iteratively. You can gray box only so much before you go, does this really belong here? And then it takes a little bit of thinking and people having different ideas before it really shuffles down into what it should be.
Yeah, that's true. Do you anticipate facing any challenges, or do you think it's going to be smooth sailing from here?
We've faced a few challenges in regards to the like adding in templates and working with other scripts, such as the one that keeps crashing this for me. But it should be.
So yeah, I think with templates, if it's running and you're trying to spawn a template, you're going to end up crashing. So if you'd like, or you need me to, just let me know, and I'll stop the game for you so you can do the template in, and we'll get that fixed up for you.
Is anyone opposed to doing that right now? Like Lambda or anyone?
I'm sorry?
Are you opposed to the game being stopped for a minute or a few?
No, not at all.
Consider it done. Easy.
All right. Thank you.
Sounds good. We will do that. It sounds like we should go to check out the our interview with Charlie. Is that correct?
Yes, Charlie will be here in around 4 minutes or so. So we'll just do a little recap with what we've had teams straight into an interview. So I'm gonna thank you all for your time. I appreciate hearing your insight in answering our questions, and I wish you all good luck. We'll catch you in a bit.
Thank you,
and hope you guys have fun. That's the most important part of this
absolutely
event. Awesome.
Right. Thank you.
That was cool. Enjoyed that.
That's really cool, yeah. So we have two different directions they're going in. One team sort of has a rough sketched out map of how they want to lay out things, trailing back and forth. And one of the teams has this concept, has this emotional concept, this theme, which they want to bring the game in, the direction.
Yeah. No, it's just cool. Like seeing different approaches to game development, and I think when you're kit bashing, it's really easy to just do it on the fly because all the assets are there. You don't have to think about what you're going to need or anything. So it's good to see one team going for concept or like an object and like building around that, and the other team just going, well, we'll see how it happens. See what happens.
True, so true. And I can't wait to see what happens.
Oh,
all right.
That makes two of us. I'm really looking forward to it.
It'll be great.
I'm sure both of the teams will just make awesome stuff. I don't doubt that for a second.
All right. Do you want to chat with Charlie for a bit while I quickly hop back in and check out what's happening?
Yep. If you can help, that'd be awesome. If you can't, then fired. No, I'm kidding. I don't have the authority to do that.
That's all right. It'll be a lot of fun. All right. I will see you in a second. Have fun with Charlie.
Thank you very much, Jordan, and good luck.
I didn't realize this was an episode of The Apprentice, Chris.
I'm sorry, but you're fired. I imagine that's what they sounded like. I never watched The Apprentice. Hello, Charlie. How are you?
Hi, Chris. I'm full of Coke Zero and Chex Mix. How are you?
Oh, that sounds like an excellent afternoon. I'm doing good, thank you. So, for those who didn't know that you existed until now, could you tell us a little bit about yourself and sort of what you do at Big Bang?
Sure. My name's Charlie. I'm what's called a community engineer, which means that I make games on Big Bang for the community to play, and I collaborate with external teams to build games for YouTube and Twitch and stuff like that. And I help our community members with making their games, although I haven't been doing that as much lately because I've been really busy with other stuff.
Yes, lots and lots of stuff. So, how did you get involved in Chase Heroes? Was there something that interested you in the project, or?
Yeah, so whenever Fall Guys kind of exploded, the whole team was just looking at it like, wow, that's really beautiful and polished, and like we really liked how they did like everything about that game. And me and John wanted to see, and John's our artist for context, people who don't know. We wanted to go and see if we could make a little obstacle course ourselves, and just like at a smaller scale, obviously. But we were like, well, we could do a multiplayer obstacle course. Let's just try it and see how it goes.
Yeah.
And the rest is history.
Nice. Yeah, it's definitely a fun game.
Well, thank you.
Welcome. What was your philosophy about the game going in?
Honestly, my philosophy for pretty much everything I do here is to try to make the simplest possible thing and then keep it simple while building on it. And it's difficult to do that, and I'm not the best at it sometimes, but I generally, if you can keep things simple, it'll be fine.
Yeah, there's no point in trying to make a massive conveyor belt if you don't have a nut or a little screw that goes round and round to move the conveyor belt. You just take simple blocks and then build on them, right?
Yeah, and it's also really easy at the start of a project to kind of procrastinate by overthinking how it should end up instead of just getting started.
Definitely. Oh, here's a problem that I foresee happening. Let's work around that. Oh wait, that problem doesn't exist.
Yeah, or you end up changing the core design in a way that it doesn't come up and then you've like wasted all this time.
Yeah. So what was the development process like for you for Chase Heroes?
It was pretty pleasant, I would say. Working with John is always great because our skill sets fit together well. So like, we're usually in a different time zone. So like I will come to work and John will have just very quickly have made a bunch of beautiful assets or made a level layout or something. And he will come to work and he'll find that I have fulfilled a bunch of his script requests or something.
Yeah.
So it was a nice, like, I don't know, ebb and flow of things. And then we both have sort of design opinions and we can play test each other's changes and stuff. And it was really nice. And then we did weekly play tests with the rest of the team so we could get feedback from everybody else and get a more varied perspective on what we had done.
Yeah. It's when you're developing a game, you're kind of in a bit of a bubble, aren't you? You're not. There are things that you are going to intuitively know that people aren't. So having that extra playtest is really helpful, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, because also it's sort of like if you're working on a painting for 16 hours, you're too close to it to really see what it actually looks like. You need somebody else to look at it.
Yeah, and point out all the flaws.
Well, point out the flaws or like reassure you that this thing you're obsessed with doesn't matter that much to them.
Yeah.
Things like that.
You're right, because I think I misspoke, because a lot of the time you'll see flaws that don't exist or they're perceived flaws. I'm glad you picked up on that one. So were there sort of game mechanics that you didn't think were good for Chase Heroes, and like how did you decide what kind of game mechanics you wanted for?
So real quick, just in case it becomes a problem, my power just flickered, so if you lose me, I'm very sorry. But there's like a storm in the distance, so maybe some maintenance is happening.
That was our interview with Charlie.
Yeah, hopefully that doesn't happen. But yeah, so we kind of like the team just kind of was like, let's go and make a list of like things we think will be fun. So of course there's all the things you'd expect on there, like trampolines and things that bat you around and stuff. One of the things we really liked about Fall Guys was this kind of like American Ninja and other game shows-esque kind of like just this huge foam thing comes and knocks somebody clean off whatever they're on. And like we were like, we definitely want that. So like the paddles that like spin around and bat you, like that was one of the first things that John made for the game. And so we just made like this huge laundry list of potential obstacles, and then I went and programmed like 10 or 12 things, and then we cut it down to I think maybe 6 of them are in the game.
It's weird because you say there's only a few things, but it's just between Chase Heroes 1 and 2, you've sort of iterated in a way where you've just added a whole bunch of stuff that's unlike anything that was previously there.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff in Chase Heroes 2 we had actually made during the course of Chase Heroes 1. We just had it and didn't use it. So
that
then
makes
Chase
a lot of
Heroes 2
sense.
was that was John just mostly on his own, just taking the stuff we had left over and building a new course that incorporated the new stuff.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I like that. Were there any difficulties with programming the game mechanics, or was it pretty straightforward, do you think?
Most of the obstacle course stuff itself is pretty straightforward. Even not having like a built-in physics engine, it's not too hard to have things bounce around a little bit. The main challenge was the like multiplayer like network code, and that's always the hardest part for me, just because it's harder to wrap your brain around than most like local single-player problems are. And Big Bang's networking API is already simpler and easier to use than some that I've used in the past. It's definitely easier than writing your own like multiplayer code from scratch. But I think that is one area where in the future we can make it a lot approachable to new users and make it a lot easier to make a compelling, like novel multiplayer experience without having to think about the nitty-gritty of it so much.
Yeah, that's good. Like part of the reason we designed Big Bang in the way that we are is just to make it as simple as possible to make cool stuff, right?
Yeah, and really the difficulty there is just you have to reach a level of familiarity with those kinds of problems where you can wrap your head around them.
Yeah. And
in the future, we can remove that barrier completely by just having built-in solutions for that sort of thing.
Yeah, that's cool. So, what was your favorite part about working on Chase Heroes?
I think I mentioned this a bit already, but my favorite thing on a lot of Big Bang projects I've done has been coming to work in the morning and seeing what somebody else has done while I was asleep. Because it's like Christmas morning every time that it happens. It's like, oh, I've left this in whatever state, or I made some ugly like gray box placeholder thing, and I come into work at 9 a.m. and John has made it beautiful, and it's really nice.
No coal was seen that day, just pretty things.
Yeah.
Like that.
And the other favorite thing would be I like whenever I'm able to help somebody out, like like John comes to me or somebody in the community comes to me and they're like, hey, I want to make a thing that does this. Is there a script that does it? I really enjoy being able to say no and then go and write one.
Yeah, give me 10 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes it's a lot more than 10 minutes, but the 10-minute ones feel really good.
Yeah. Excuse me. What kind of things did you learn while working on Chase Heroes that you wish you knew before working on Chase Heroes?
So, of course, we both know I have a little list in the show notes, right? And I think all those things are things I learned on this project, and I'll go through them in a second. But it's really I learn these things on every project because I'm stubborn and I never actually learn them well enough.
Boo, change. Old man shakes hand at clouds.
No, 100%. The first thing I wrote down is never design by committee, which just means don't have too many, it's a too many cooks in the kitchen kind of thing, where if everybody in the conversation has a strong opinion about how to design something, you can get into the situation where you're just endlessly debating about the design instead of actually building the thing. And if you just built the thing, then that would prove whose opinion like was quote unquote correct, or like what would work the best for the situation. Like the right answer is to just go do the thing. I also said don't be a one-man committee, and by that I just meant don't get so up in your own head that you're kind of, I don't know, you're like vacillating and arguing with yourself about how best to do something. It's much better to just go do something, and even if it's poor quality, you can fix it later. It's much more important to build up some momentum and like get going on the thing you're trying to make.
That makes sense. Just because you can't iterate if you don't have a base. You can't just try out new things.
Getting that base is the hard part, and once you have that, it's little baby steps.
Yeah. So, is that? Oh, sorry, I interrupted you there. Continue.
No, you're fine. No, you're fine. Another thing that I put is that you shouldn't build something before you actually need it. Most of the time, like if you're solving a problem that you've solved 100 times already, then maybe it's fine for you to go solve something that you don't actually need yet because you actually know that you're going to need it.
Yeah.
But most of the time, you're going to be solving a slightly unfamiliar problem, or you're going to be solving it differently than you have before. And if you try to architect it before you even know what you're doing, you're just going to waste a lot more time. So like everything I've ever done probably has a bubble sort in it somewhere, just because if I need a stable sort, I can go write it in 3 lines. And if I have less than 1,000 items, it will literally never matter that the performance is horrible.
Yeah. That's fair. That's totally fair.
So if there's any quote from this, it's ship games by writing bubble sort. And I'll never have another job in this town.
We should put that on a t-shirt. You could sell it. So, final question for you, Charlie. For those watching right now, do you have any tips on making fun game mechanics?
That's like when you're at a job interview and they ask you what animal you would be or something. It's this like open-ended, really difficult to answer well on the spot kind of question, I feel.
Definitely a monkey.
But definitely a monkey. I don't know. I feel like there's stiff competition from sloths and possums and capybaras, but I don't know. Like it's hard to design fun, quote unquote. At least it is to me. And so the only thing that's really worked for me so far is to just experiment, try different things out. Don't spend too much time on them. Just do the minimal amount of work to give you something that you can play and see if you like it or not. And I don't know. It's kind of, if you watch like a microscope video of an amoeba or something, they kind of put out these tiny little pseudopods and see if an area is safe or maybe has something delicious in it. And they just put out tons of these little feelers, and whenever they find something good, they head that way. And so I feel like design is kind of the same process. You want to spend as little time and effort as you can on each feeler in case it doesn't pan out. And then whenever you find something good, then you go put all the effort into that thing that worked.
I like that. That's really cool. I like your analogy.
Thanks.
Keep getting my foot caught on. Sorry about that. Yeah, thank you so much, Charlie, for taking some time out and just sort of walking us through.
Thank you, Chris.
You're welcome. Anytime. If you want to come back in 10 minutes, you know where we are.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you, Charlie.
Thanks for having me on, Chris. Laters.
Take it easy.
You know, I hopped in right there at the end, and it was really fantastic to hear all the cool things Charlie was saying.
Yeah.
Like
Charlie.
the amoeba. I guess it's a metaphor, isn't it? It's a metaphor.
It is. It is.
You know, grammar is not necessarily my strong suit.
It's
but
an analogy.
An analogy. Ooh, fancier. But yeah, that is actually a really smart way of thinking about it in my mind. Being able to try as many different things as possible to see, what makes sense. Because sometimes you never know. The strangest things can be a really cool game concept that you just never would have known otherwise.
I'm thinking that we do this. What do you reckon?
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense to me.
Okay, so I mentioned earlier on that we did the live creation session, and from that live creation session, we had 2 amazing games created by our teams. We had the Purple Pirates and the Green Beans. The Green Beans consisted of, now I feel like these were the Green Beans, but I might be wrong. Yes, these were the Green Beans. Sorry. The Green Beans consisted of Lambda, or Star Cookie, as he's known on Big Bang, Gunch, Superior Spy, and Alacino. Now, they had a theme of Pirate Cove, and there was a whole bunch of assets that were made for the event, such as like these rocks and this sand. The bloom is very high here. Wow. And even the water. And this is... Do you want to hop in here, Jordan? We'll just have like a...
I would love to.
A quick
that sounds
exploration.
Like a lot of fun. You're in the top link, Waterfall Cove?
Waterfall Cove, yes.
Nice.
One
thing I realized is we didn't ask the other teams what their team names are. We should have given them a chance to come up with some creative names.
That's true. That is very true.
Suppose there's still plenty of time left in the event.
Yes.
Here's some concepts.
I think last year, excuse me, as soon as team names were involved, people were like, "Oh, this is a competition," and I kind of wanted to avoid that. But...
That makes a lot of sense. It's true. It really is. Making anything, as you said before, making anything is incredible. Being able to be sort of creative and create something, even if it may not seem like, even if it is really fantastic, even if it's really basic, it just means you get better and you improve and you can make more awesome things in the future.
Yeah, absolutely.
So there's everyone wins. It's a little trite, but hey, it works.
Yeah,
it's accurate.
Absolutely. So there were lots of assets that were given to the teams. There was the Pirate Cove theme, and if I remember rightly, Lambda spent a long time just sort of playing with the FPS template guns and like changing the damages, changing the fire rate. Like if I killed Jordan here, I slapped him with a DMR, for example, just sort of playing around with the game mechanics, seeing what could be done. And the teams use some of the recently added template toys to sort of make the level more interesting. And it's...
It's true.
Get me out of here. I'm trapped.
One thing I noticed, which was right nearby where you killed me, was they had a little box explaining the game controls.
Yes.
So it's cool how they and there's another one down by the ship, down at the base of the beach, which sort of gave credits as to who made the game. It's really fun to see sort of that extra little touch that they made.
Yeah. I love the level design. Like, you've got sniper rifles with long line of sight, and then you pop down there and you've got shotguns and mid-range weapons that take advantage of the cover, and it's really inspiring, really, to think that it was just made in 3 hours, live on stream with lots of people watching. It blows my mind what you can do. Blows my mind.
I love how it's a gorgeous level with the massive cliffs and with the giant waterfall. And thematically, it works quite well with like boarding ships as well, when you use a launch pad to jump between ships and to really act out your pirate, modern day pirate life.
Would that be a modern day pirate fantasy? Or
I suppose so. I suppose so. There's even like some flying ships up there. It's beautiful.
Yeah. I'm gonna hop into Shipwreck Island.
Sounds like a plan.
There we go. So, Shipwreck Island was the Purple Pirates. Yes. And as you can see from the... Oh, it's gone now. From the game name, we had Rusfert Diggins, who is a moderator in Discord for us, Scooter D, and SB Television, who is obviously part of this event this time around. And they too had 3 hours. They had the same assets available with the sand and the water. There was an environmental pack with like leaves and bushes and trees and stuff. And just it's got such a different feeling to this level.
I was gonna say, it's incredible how different it is.
Using the exact same assets, well, minus the one-piece ship and this skull here. Oh no, sir, don't shoot me.
Yeah. Hey, I return fire when someone knocks into me.
No, okay.
This one here, you can see it's not only is the mood different with the light and the sky, but the level itself is quite different. So I mean, no floating platforms. This one is perhaps a bit more realistic in that there are no flying ships.
Yeah, it's a lot more grounded.
Yeah, a little more grounded, but doesn't mean it's any less cool.
Absolutely. Like it's weird because it's got the same concepts to it, like large open areas to fire down from. You've got close quarter combat areas like shotgun and some cover, and it just feels so different, even though it does the same thing. Brilliant. I love this.
Yeah, indeed. And that's something which I think will be really interesting to see in the games that are made this session.
Mm-hmm.
Is, how will they be the same? How will they be different?
Yeah.
I always want it. This giant skull here makes me want to climb into it. I always want to go for the eyes and hang out there for a little bit. Live inside this giant mountain face.
Oh no, don't do it. That's great. I think that we should take a look at this document while staring out into the abyss. So, I asked Lambda and Starcookie what they thought about the live creation session. I asked Starcookie, the last time I hosted the live creation session, you took part and made a really cool map called Waterfall Cove with your teammates. How did you find the whole experience? Now, Lambda did provide a lengthy response. Thank you. The credit really belongs to the entire team, Gunch, Alacino, and Superior Spy. They focused on the map and the experience, which I truly believe is one of a kind. Each member had a unique method to approaching how to use space, objects within it. Often I'd turn around after tussling with a problem to find that a totally awesome segment of the map had arisen in the meantime. The team had the right mix of design-orientated thinking and exuberant free building. The younger members tended to come up with crazy ideas that were a lot of fun for a player, and the older members of the team tended to make map sporting, adding polish, a bit of balance. It was shocking how seamless new ideas and rapid prototyping happened and then were implemented in ceaseless cycle of yes and that you got to see happen live. Final remark. Of course, there are a lot of things that went into making the event so smooth and enjoyable, from the huge amount of readily available and easy to modify voxel objects to the superb Big Bang team and wonderful teammates. Everything was so aligned to make for a thoroughly pleasant experience. And oh, bear with me one sec. Jordan, do you have any thoughts on that? Jordan?
Aha! I should speak with my microphone on. A couple aspects of that really cool statement really spoke to me. I think are really useful. Is one of them was the team aspect, right?
Mm-hmm.
Each member really brought their own perspective, and that's one of the cool things about game development, is that sometimes you have members who are really focused on one aspect of development, like really focused on programming or on creating art or on making sound or music, or sometimes you have someone who's focused on a broader variety of things. And all these perspectives from all across the world really bring so much to the whole process. That's really fantastic.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible, the fact that we can have people in a multiplayer session building together with people from America, the UK, from just general European areas, Australia, all at the same time, just with a link. Like, even now, I work here, and even the thought of that now is just mind blowing to me.
It's true. You and I are talking from across the ocean.
We are.
I'm in the United States. You are across the pond. And yet here we are working on game development projects together. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
And the other thing that was really stuck out to me was the yes and cycle, was talking about rapid prototyping. Yeah. And I think the yes and sort of concept is inspired a lot of ways by like improv and acting, and sort of playing around with a concept and just seeing where it goes, seeing what happens. And that's like, this is essentially a game jam. And so game jams are a process of basically making a game in a certain period of time, starting from scratch and ending up with hopefully with a finished game.
Yeah.
And so being able to iterate and loop on it at this pretty rapid pace is super cool, and it can create super fantastic final projects.
Absolutely.
And sometimes, it's a game jam, right? Sometimes things aren't totally finished by the time your 3 hours are up, or 2 hours and 40 minutes are up. And yet they can inspire greater and more exciting things past that.
Absolutely.
So it's super cool.
I mean, this is kind of like, it's an opportunity to build and to see what you can come up with working in a team from across the globe. But when the 3 hours are over and we've sort of play tested everything, it doesn't have to be the end of the level building. So that's really fun to see as well. Or should I say, it'll be fun to see how the teams adapt what they've made here, and just like the previous teams did last year. They made some tweaks and just added a bit of polish and extra balance. So it'll be interesting to see how these two levels evolve. Apologies, so. My brain do word good currently.
It's true. Well, time zone wise, for me it's a lovely afternoon, evening. For you, it's getting later. Did you want to read the other quote we have?
I do. I asked the same question to SB, which, just to recap, essentially is, how did you find the whole experience for the live creation session? And SB responded with, it was really fun. I got to meet people I had only met in Discord, and I was impressed with how much we could get done in the time limit. I think our map turned out really, really well, and it's still getting played and liked regularly, which is super cool.
That's fantastic. And so like one of the cool things is that they made it on this platform on Big Bang, so you can like have it out there as just a link, and people can keep on playing it. No need to download it.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that the Shipwreck Island level is actually in the hub world. Is that right?
They're both in the hub world.
They're both in the hub world. That's fantastic. So for those who don't know, the hub world is this sort of main social world where it's a central place where when you join Big Bang and you don't know which game to play, or you want to just hang out with people in some area, you can join this main link, which is .bigbang.com/social, and it'll bring you to this center hub world, which has a bunch of different games to play, including both of these levels, including both Shipwreck Island and
Waterfall
Cove level.
Yep.
I certainly expect we're going to do something similar with these chase hero levels if people want to, if the team members want that to happen, right?
Yeah, that's definitely something we can do if that's what the teams want.
That'd be great. And so not only are they creating these levels, but they've had this chance to spread them out, and so everyone can try them and can continue to try them. Oh, thank you for sending the link to the YouTube chat for anyone listening in who wants to go try out and check out the hub world. And you can go from the hub world to check out these two worlds. Check out .bigbang.com/social, as you said.
Easy. I think now is probably a good time to do a pre-break interview, just to see how the teams are getting on. See if there's anything they need, if they have any problems. What do you reckon?
That sounds good to me.
Excellent.
Should we start? Should we swap it up? Should we start with Team 3 this time and go backwards?
Well,
or try the second team?
Well, I'll go to Team 2 because Caleb's just given me a thumbs up.
Oh, that sounds fantastic. Let's go say hi to Caleb.
Hey, Caleb. Hey, SB. How are we doing?
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing good. Great, thanks. How are things in live creation session land?
Going pretty well, I think.
Yeah, I think they're going pretty awesome.
Excellent. Oh, what is going on here? Oh, we got a little toolbox section.
Oh yeah, we just wanted to organize a little bit.
Yeah. If you want, I can give you a run through of what we're thinking so far.
I like this plan. Do it. Let's do it.
So, like I said earlier, like an hour ago, we said we wanted to do the whole branching paths where basically the players will be able to kind of choose different ways of going about their experience to kind of be faster or slower than normal.
Yeah.
So we started with that with our first path, where basically we have like a slow, windy path, and then the bouncy, harder path that can like actually like kill you really easily.
Yeah.
And we kind of wanted to tie our divulging paths together with like universal like middle things that everybody has to go through together.
Yeah.
And to put like a little twist on this whole thing, we wanted to have a lot of verticality in this level, so we're going to be doing like some jumping puzzles and like an elevator to like kind of give the level a very grand scale with like how tall and how high into the air you get with like lots of jump pads and stuff like that.
Yeah, I love that.
And yeah, and like we have like a bunch of cool challenges and stuff like that. We're trying to implement every type of challenge we can think of, and I think we're like probably like 60% done with like
awesome.
level blocking. Yeah.
I gotta say, that's actually a really cool concept, all the vertical movement, because that is both something that sounds very like it fits with the theming, but also it's something we haven't seen before in a Chase Heroes level.
Yeah,
that was my thought process behind that. Yeah.
Is that something
that's awesome
you came up with together, or is it somebody just go, yeah, but what if we go up?
That was Caleb's idea. I think both cases, both the choosing and let's have some verticality.
Cool. I'm really excited to play this in a bit. I'm not gonna lie. That looks super cool.
We're excited to get in your guys' hands.
So how's it gone so far? Generally with the level design, are you closer than you expected, or do you think you might need more time?
I think we'll be done by 3. or like, sorry, 3 my time. I think the 3 hours will be more than enough. I genuinely think we'll have time to polish the level up and actually maybe even add more.
Well, that's awesome. I'm really excited.
Yeah, I think we'll definitely have something good and playable by the end of the 3 hours.
Sweet.
True, because it's hard to get something done in 3 hours, but
Definitely.
you guys are already off to a very good start. It looks like. And yeah, I second Chris's thing. It'll be a lot of fun to try it out.
Can't wait. Do more, please. Thank you.
Absolutely.
So, what are you and SB working on right now, then?
I'll be honest. I kind of like the past 15 minutes I've just been getting into my head thinking and like getting up from my computer chair and pacing around my room.
Mm-hmm.
Not really thinking about anything. I kind of just like go into like a little mind tangent and then I'm like, oh my god, it's been 15 minutes and I've done nothing and we're still talking about blocking at the level. We're actually in the process though of finalizing our white boxing or our level planning by doing our final challenges and then the end. And then after that we'll be adding all the scripts we need and potentially fleshing things out even further and then we should be done. So like I think we're doing pretty good.
That's cool.
Nice. At the very start of this, I did say it's great. Go stretch, go move around a bit.
He did.
Absolutely.
And all your time. So you're just following my instructions. Good work.
Yeah,
Good work.
yeah. I have a pacing problem, but it turns out it's helping.
Nice.
There's nothing worse than focusing so much on something that you're working on, and then your body goes, "Hey, I'm asleep. Wake me up."
Yeah.
Right, we're gonna have a break soon, and I get to do that, so that's great.
Nice.
And I'm off camera. I can really just walk around all I want.
Jordan's just holding his laptop, having a great time pacing.
How's your guys' stream been?
No complaints so far, so that's great.
It's been fantastic talking with all you guys, all you folks, and seeing what's being made, as well as it's been crazy and chaotic and fantastic.
Yes, I second the crazy and chaotic. But
hey,
I
make
think
sure you second the fantastic part too.
No, we had a chat with Charlie a little while ago, and it was great just hearing the inspirations for Chase Heroes and the sort of design process that Charlie went through with Fox Ellis on it. I really enjoyed it. It's quite informative.
Nice.
Yeah, this is a total tangent, but it's. I was thinking about how YouTube lets you like scroll back and see the previous discussion, the previous parts of the stream. So I will 100% be like watching the stream again after we're all done. But it also makes me think of all the other times, because we have a number of Control Z people who do stream, like you stream EMM, as well as Ashley streams, as well as what's
Met11T1.
Met11T1, exactly. That's a username that I have difficulty remembering. But it's always fantastic to hear their different concepts on what they're doing, on what projects they're working on.
Nice.
Cool.
I do love seeing your toolboxes. DMM is moving the stream over there, looking at those. It's a really smart way of organizing things, I think. And it's something I may have to do that myself in some whatever projects I work on in the future.
That was all SB. I will. Yeah, that's credit to him. It was good. I like it too.
Maybe I'll just.
Yeah, I learned a while ago there's a point at which I do not have the patience to go find something. So I take a few minutes at the start to just move it all over there.
Nice.
I'm sorry, but I'm it.
Yeah.
That's great. Questions. We need more questions. So what's next for your team is a question that has been answered. You're just going to finish it.
Yeah. That's the way it goes.
Easier said than done.
No, yeah, that is fair. That is fair.
Is there anything that you need help with at this point?
Oh my gosh, hold on. I'm gonna sneeze. I'm gonna mute myself. Actually, okay, it's gone.
It'll come back.
Mainly we've been good. My browser is doing this funny thing where it doesn't want to let me do the transformation tools, but SB has got that covered.
Okay, that's good.
So yeah, that
Yes.
F3 menu. But yeah, I think we're mostly good for now.
Excellent.
Absolutely.
Well,
And this doesn't help you now, but I gotta say I can't wait for the next UI revision to come out, which is getting closer and closer, and it has some really good transformation tools, which is why it made me think of that.
it's glorious.
So,
I can't wait for it to drop.
It's very pretty, and it's will be fantastic.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Nice.
it doesn't help you now though, but I apologize.
I can dream.
Still good news though.
Indeed,
Absolutely.
indeed.
So, on a scale of 1 to 10, how close are you being to being playtest ready?
Oh,
Ah!
playtest ready.
Mhm.
Playtest ready.
I'm gonna say 4. What are you gonna say, Caleb?
Well, here's my philosophy. We only have a couple more challenges to go.
Mhm.
Before we're done. Like, the level is, you can play it start to finish, in my opinion. But then the issue lies with making sure all the scripting works, and we probably should do some internal playtesting before you guys playtest, because it'd be a little embarrassing to have some bugs on stream. So we want to make sure that's all polished. Say like a
Bugs are
5.
part of
I
life.
think like a 6. Bugs are a part of life. That's true. I'd say like a 5 or a 6.
It's not a bug, it's a feature. Just saying.
Fair enough.
So true, so true. All right.
Do you want to ask that one, Jordan?
Go ahead. I have lost my tabs.
So, final question for you then. Are there any areas in particular that you're looking for feedback on when we do the playtest in about 40 minutes?
I personally would love level design feedback, because that is what I plan on specializing in my career.
Oh.
And that's what I've been taking. Basically, that's what I've been doing. So I would love feedback on that.
Excellent.
Yeah, and we're doing this choose your path thing, one hard, one easy. So it would be good to know if the easy paths are in fact easy and the hard paths are hard.
That makes sense. Let me just write those down. Got it. Perfect.
You guys didn't realize you're getting this service of us keeping track of what you wanted playtesting.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm cool with it.
Additional
I appreciate it.
help.
I love feedback very much.
It's
Feedback is super useful for game development, isn't it? It's,
Yeah.
Oh, for school, I genuinely have like a Google Doc with most of the feedback I've received just written down and referenced and stuff like that.
That's
So
handy.
it's nice.
Nice, easy place where you can keep track of it.
Absolutely, love Google.
Well, excellent. Make sure you take breaks, folks. You need to wander around
And stay hydrated.
and stay hydrated. Yes, hail hydrate. And thank you very much for letting us distract you with these questions.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Oh, of course.
We're gonna head out, and
Great to see you.
best of luck.
Awesome.
See you in a bit.
See ya.
Cool.
It's fantastic to see a sort of project that is partially under development, right? It's in the middle of being made. It's something you don't often get the chance to see.
There's no niceties in the level. It's just raw right now. It's the essence of what it will become.
True.
Cool.
Watching it bloom. Indeed.
Like a flower.
Because oftentimes for large games, you only ever see the end results. Or if you're making a game yourself, you obviously walk through the entire stage. But getting a chance to see someone else in the process of making this level and making this game is very cool to see.
Yeah.
You can see them editing things right now. Nice on the stream. Yeah.
Are we ready for the other one? The other chat?
Let me go ask if they are good to say hello, and we'll see what happens.
cool. I'm really enjoying this. Not gonna lie. Just seeing the process of each team. It's always fascinating to me how people approach the same, well, not problems, because they're not exactly problems. The same challenges. How the challenge here obviously being, how do I make these things cool? How do I make it really fun as an experience? I can't wait to hear what the other team has to offer in terms of perspective. Apologies, I've just looked over at the other team's level and it's impressive.
I am back, and it looks like the next team would love to chat with us.
Yes.
Let's hop over to the call and see what they're up to.
Alrighty. Hey.
I'm sorry, what?
Hello, everybody.
I'm back.
Guys, hide it's digital.
Hello.
Hide all the game development you're doing. Pretend like we're writing essays. Indeed. How has your project been going so far?
We've been doing pretty good so far.
I'm peeking at your level, and it looks really cool.
It's amazing. What is going on?
Just so much more than I expected. Wow. And so wait, DMM, go back to this. Go back to the start for a second. Actually, no. We should. Do you guys want to give us a tour? I don't want to like give a fake tour myself. It's so cool to see all the things that are happening.
This is cool.
Sure. What?
Bear with me 1 second. I believe I have crashed.
No, the game is stopped currently.
Still stopped.
Oh. Reload.
Internal. I'm sure. Good.
I can no longer edit. What's going on?
I've just popped out to reload because with it being tabbed out of for a while, it's not been responsive. There we go. Right. Be fine now.
Cool, we're back to peeking around.
Frozen still. Wait.
Everything all right?
Yeah, sorry, we're going exciting in the background. Okay, cool. So it looks like at the very start of your level, you have what looks like a street. Is that correct?
The whole like kind of build up to the theme park itself.
Ah.
So you're not only building a theme park, but you're also building a whole world for it to live in.
Yeah,
That's fantastic.
we really wanted to try to like capture the whole vibe,
Wow.
the immersion.
From the street, it just looks incredible. So good job on that.
Oh, thanks.
And then we come up through the entrance and we've got this statue of PK. Foxy,
And there's something special on the reverse side as well.
Oh no. What is it? I don't look. Got his hands behind his back. His fingers are crossed.
Oh my goodness, that is fantastic.
I'm sorry. I'm kind of speechless right now. I'm not gonna lie.
You're building a full world there. Where you have the. I love the character. So this is the mascot of the park. Is that correct?
Yes.
That's fantastic. And you know what? That the fingers crossed definitely really fits with the theming. I love it.
Yeah.
Hello. Not really.
Nice.
It's a fun place to stay safe most of the time.
What's this ramp we've got with all these balls in the air?
This is essentially it's like a pinball machine or like a
Like a
pachinko machine.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice.
If when the game starts, all its required assets are loaded in, and it just functions like it should.
Just
Okay, so what we're seeing now isn't the whole thing.
Yeah.
You've actually designed it so that it will like spawn in, I guess, like the little perhaps little like bumpers for things to bounce off. Is that correct?
Yeah, the pins and.
that makes sense.
That's a cool technique. So you're not only because that way you don't have to place them all manually because the script, for instance, will do it for you. Is that right?
and using the script, I can have them exactly the distance from each other that I desire.
Oh, nice.
That just saves you so much time just being picky and like moving it a few pixels this way and then going, oh no, that's too far. Move it a few pixels that. No.
Yeah,
that's good.
It's worth all 300 lines, but
Fair.
Oh my goodness. Okay, this is incredible. I don't know if this is a spoiler. Do you guys mind if I look at the bottom of the level? If DMM looks at the bottom of the level, like under the welcoming area with the.
Yeah, go right ahead.
Yeah.
That is the hand reaching out from the side.
Oh wait.
Oh my goodness.
Wait.
I missed that on my first view.
Wait
Look
a
at that.
second. When you said on the underside, I thought you meant at the back of the statue. Not on the underside of the level. What? What is going on here?
You guys are building a fantastic world here. That is incredible.
I'm so confused. And in awe.
Incidentally, that hand has great product placement. You'll notice that it's holding the thematically correct soda.
Perfect.
True. Is it the J cone for what? Oh, J Fizz for $1.50. That's a lot of juice for $1.50, might I add.
I heard that we have questions we should be asking. We've been so distracted by
the
questions world. Wow, this is ridiculous. This is incredible.
We have 4 minutes.
It'll be a speed run for the questions, and then we'll let you guys get back to working on the project. How do you feel the level design, the whole process has gone so far?
I think it's been going like amazing so far. Since we dropped the I'm sorry, I got some noise in the background.
No worries.
Yeah, it really helped with the lag to like just have it paused.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, and yeah, Oxy's been absolutely like swinging away at the building in the background being constructed.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's been coming together amazingly.
That's
Nice.
great news.
So yeah, you also are using the game, or currently the other team has the game running, but you've been working and editing the game with it paused, and that way you don't have to worry about things like presumably the pachinko balls, which will be bouncing around all over the place.
Yeah, and we'd have to be fighting the scripts. Like our bumper car NPCs can get added in. I've been bugging. Oh my dear.
No
All
worries.
right, that's all for me. Oh boy.
I do not.
I could take over. Yeah, so honestly, we're kind of like the performance gamers over here. We need a little bit of our GPUs need some help, which is okay. But that's not the engine itself. It's just because there's a lot of things here.
That's super cool. I'm glad it's working well even with a computer that isn't, top of the line. So it seems like you guys are pretty focused. You're just starting from the start and you're just going straight forward until you hit the end. Does that sound about right for your process?
Absolutely right. I mean, we did have this all planned out. We sat down, not necessarily sat down in the proverbial sense, I guess, and everyone added their ideas. We thought up a bunch of things and tried to sort it out and see what the best ordering and what good ideas were, so on and so forth. And now because of that, we have a plan, and we can just send it for 3 hours, which is amazing.
Fantastic. What's next for your team? Do you have, I guess, just keep on keeping on? Do you have other ideas?
So currently, I believe that the haunted house is under construction, and then next is the hallways, which you will see at some point, hopefully. After that, which I think is the actual end of the run. So we are kind of getting to the end.
Nice. I like that. Is there,
getting to the end in parentheses.
Is there anything you need help with that you can't manage right now? Anything we should be on the lookout for?
Student loans? Oh, I'm sorry.
Very real though.
No, we're doing fabulously, and the dev team has been doing a absolute bang up job, making sure everyone is situated well. So huge props to you guys.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you very much. On a scale of 1 to 10, though, how close are you being? I struggled last time I asked this question. What is going on? How close are you to being playtest ready?
We are currently at I'd say 6 to 8. 8 being players can technically play the first components of this game. 6 being the whole run is not done yet, and that's kind of what we're aiming for.
Mm-hmm.
Real sense.
Seems good. Is there? Oh,
I'll ask this one now. Here, are there any areas in particular that you like feedback on? So when we eventually do the playtests, are any aspects that you think would be great to get feedback?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I think kind of what we're probably looking for is what is the most frustrating, because in games like this, you want them to be obstacles, but you don't want players to be rage quitting.
Yeah.
So for certain obstacles, if they're too bouncy or too finicky to get around, then you have a lot of players bottlenecking there, and then the experience, even if overall is very smooth, is too that point sticks out too much, and then they no longer want to play. And then likewise, if it's too easy, the players feel like it's bland. So I feel like seeing which parts feel one way or another, really stick out to players, I think will be important, rather than just this segment, we need feedback on X, Y, or Z. We need to see kind of if the flow is consistent from start to finish.
Cool.
That's really cool. So you're really thinking about the flow, as you said, of the level, and you'd like feedback about that. That's
Absolutely.
Fantastic. And that's also, a very good game design concept that we should be chatting about in the stream, isn't it, Chris? We should
probably.
nice advice for people who are looking to make projects of their own.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Is it time for us to let them be so they can keep on making their awesome progress on their game?
I think so.
Thanks so much for having us, letting us drop in.
Well,
thank you.
We'll catch you in a bit. Good luck and enjoy yourselves.
That was very cool as well. Wow. We mentioned the fact that we would see very different projects, even using the same concept, the same objects, the same base objects. And have we ever?
Oh yeah. I mean, I think a lot of the objects in their game were created specifically for this event.
Their theme.
There are a lot of Chase Heroes objects in here, but it still feels Chase Heroes-y, which is a little conflicting to me, because I'm like, oh, Chase Heroes, the same mechanics, maybe some of the same looking things. This is... I'm impressed. I'm very impressed
as well. I'm impressed with both the teams.
Yeah.
They went super different routes. This one is thematically changing things up, which is super cool. Visually, it's incredible. And it'll be very interesting to see what they end up with. And the other team as well, with their fantastic design. The split level seems really fun, and I can't wait to try that out.
I can't. I want to get in there right now. Damn it.
It's true. One thing that I guess was it Lambda mentioned during our most recent chat was talking about like flow for levels.
Yeah.
Thinking about how the level sort of feels for players from start to finish, which is something that I'm impressed they've had any chance to think about, considering how short this whole process is.
Yeah. I think flow is something that you oftentimes can't articulate because it isn't about words, it's just about a feeling. And it's difficult. It can be difficult to manage, but thinking about it, even in an event, well, in such a short space of time, is impressive to see that the feedback that they want is, does it feel good? Does it flow?
Yeah, that's so true. And I guess we should probably define flow for not total blues, but for beginners who want to get a sense of what the terminology is. So flow as a concept is trying to figure about how maintaining this particular state of flow. And one way to describe sort of flow is the concept of just like being totally in the moment, being so like not quite losing track of the time, but like almost a state where you're enjoying yourself to that level where it's not too hard, not too easy, somewhere in the middle, and sometimes it bounces around a bit. Sometimes it gets harder, it gets easier, whatever it is, but still it is that you never sort of rage quit, you never feel like you're so overpowered that's so easy. And it's a really cool game development concept for people who are trying to make games. Is like how do I keep players involved? How do I keep players invested when playing my level, when playing perhaps my entire game?
Mm-hmm. I need to dip briefly. So, shall we call a 10-minute recess?
Sounds good.
So, what we'll do then is we will pop over to this screen. There we go. And I'm going to mute my mic, mute the desktop audio, and I will be back in 10 minutes.
But I will probably be sitting around for just a bit, right? I will be hanging out, chatting with the chat. So if you folks have anything you want to talk about, then I'd be totally interested. How is the chat doing these days? We have good old Charlie running the court. No, you aren't muted, actually. DMM, I can hear your keys typing. Okay, sounds good. I am able to hear DMM, but you lovely folks at home are not, which is a-okay. So, I am happy to chat about myself if no one else wants to talk, or other people can talk if they want to have some back and forth, and we'll see what happens. We'll entertain ourselves while DMM takes a break. So I think I mentioned it before. My name is Jordan Fossbush. I am one of the developers of .Big Bang, which is the platform. Ashley's here. Ashley is the person who would have been taking my place, but Ashley is healing from some feeling sick. We wish you all the best and hope you feel better soon. So I normally am not here in the front lines discussing the stream. Normally I'm working on the back end on some of the tools that we, the developers, use to make .Big Bang and to make games with .Big Bang. So basically my job is to sort of be the tools developer for the people making the tools for you all, which is sort of a fun level of meta level of interaction. True, Ashley has some mystery illness. I didn't think I was going to go into game development when I was younger. I like programming a lot. but I didn't realize that, game development was really my passion until I discovered sort of how creative it can be. It involves so much back and forth with different disciplines, with different aspects of game development, and of the creative process, that really sort of inspired my love in game development and my love in the field. And now I really enjoy the fact that I'm able to sort of be in the supporting role and help other people be creative, which I think is in some ways even more rewarding. Um, Being able to see all the fantastic things that you folks are able to make. Like for instance, during this Chase Heroes creation session, it's been truly fantastic seeing what they're up to, and I can't wait to see when they're finished. I Let's see. Not so long ago now, I made my own indie game, which I released online. And that was made with a more traditional, one of the expected engines. When I discovered Big Bang, it was actually really fantastic because I was having these discussions with my friends about, how do you share a game? How do you share a game with like your parents who are old and maybe don't quite understand how to download a game, how to play it, when it's more than just a couple steps. So being able to find this engine that is able to just send them a link and they can play it on their phone or they can play it on their laptop or whatever is really cool, and really an aspect that I think is somewhat under discussed about Big Bang. So you know what? I'm discussing it right now because why not, right? Oftentimes you think that it's about sharing games or like posting them online for total strangers to play, but it can also be really rewarding to make games for your friends and for your family. I actually gave a little game interactive project as a present one time to my younger sibling, where they could like pet a nice little cat that was relaxing on the windowsill, and it would purr, and it would play some lovely birds chirping and some outdoor sounds as sort of this nice relaxation tool, hopefully. And that was not only fun to create on my side, but I hope it was enjoyed as a present on their side. Hmm. Now we have some people in chat just relaxing. Now it's sort of more of an ASMR experience as I discuss random and unforeseen topics while you folks are hanging out. I assume we have a lot of people who enjoy making games in the chat, but it's very possible with people who just enjoy playing games, or in the middle, or something totally different. Have I been playing anything lately? Says Ashley. Ashley, I have very recently gotten back into Minecraft. Sometimes I get really into games like Minecraft, where it's a lot of the creativity and sort of like building structures and designing things. And I found that I joined a friends server, where they're relatively low level, but I can progress with them and experience the process and to hang out with them at the same time. So both social as well as creative. It's very cool. Amin Osman says, excuse me if I pronounce your name wrong. Says, yeah, well, are you playing a game or are you a game developer? Let me know. This is one of the first times I've done real crowd work, so this is a new experience for all of us. Yep, playing survival. Indeed. Creative mode is super cool. I had a chance where I was one of the updates was like they added the end, and I wanted to go experience the end, but I wasn't quite ready to do it as a survival player. I was a little more timid. So I went to creative mode, and I went just like basically teleported to the end, and all of a sudden I was like, wait, they really changed the enemy AI. All of a sudden it's no longer attacking me, and I didn't realize it's because I was in creative mode. So I created this whole like walkthrough that I was gonna post online, and then I really didn't. Didn't when I realized, oh wait a second, I'm just being silly. True. Yeah, I think that there are some games that are really maybe, like, I guess evergreen is often the term used is like for a game that's sort of always going to be good. And definitely that's one of mine. I have a lot of games that I'm sort of in the midst of working on as just sort of fun projects on Big Bang. There are some games which I think the platform sort of uniquely lets you make, which is super cool. Like before, I've made sort of lots of single player games, right? But it's really hard to make a multiplayer game with something that like has networking and has online things that go back and forth. It's so true. Building little houses is fantastic in Minecraft. Who needs to beat it when you can just hang out and have fun and create things? I'm very curious as to how much the delay is between when I say something and when the chat is. So I guess it should just be like, hey, ping something on the chat if you you hear this.
Hello.
Everyone wave hello in the chat. And look who's waving hello.
Oh, it's me.
Chris is waving hello. True. It's a whole new. Sorry, before you return back here, Chris, we got to finish our conversation.
Okay, let me back up. Let me back up.
Yeah. Designing for multiplayer is totally different from designing for single player. 30 seconds delay. That sounds about right. That is so true. Is not only is it let you create things that are totally different, it lets you sort of design things that are totally different, which in some ways sounds very similar, but in other ways is super different. Because there's the different sort of mental processes that you have to go through for, in my opinion at least, for creating versus designing things. That makes sense. How are you doing, Chris? DMM, back to the live.
Yeah, we're back.
Live creation session.
I'm just writing a post now in our Discord to post links for our multiplayer sessions.
Awesome. Have you checked in with the teams about that? They're all excited. I cannot wait. That's
a good idea. I should probably do that before getting everybody to hop in. But I figured they probably don't need to know that we're playtesting. Not that I'm hiding it from them, but that won't affect how their game development is going, as opposed to just getting the feedback.
A different link.
Yeah. I've saved now. So let me just double check. Looking for feedback on the level design how easy/hard their courses are. And what I'm going to do here is in YouTube. No, that link is for the word level design, which is 2 words.
Sometimes it's like that, isn't it?
Words are hard.
And it's worth mentioning that for those who are going to playtest this session, not only is this like an early playtest, like it's before the official 3 hours are up, but it's also like in the middle of this process. It's not even like necessarily at a good stopping point. Who knows? So who knows what will happen? It'll be exciting, and it'll be really cool to experience the projects, to see what they're like.
Yeah.
As well as you posted the admin link by accident.
I did, because I'm a silly bean.
That's A-okay.
There we go. I will do exactly the same here.
Oh, someone has managed to join in. That is awesome.
I can tell by the crown that is I am the new guy. Welcome. Hello.
Nice. Solid. So there's a second link for those in chat who want to join and play along.
Whee. And that will be Jordan. Hello, Jordan.
Yo, yeah. I have the classic Big Bang doodle head as my head.
Nope, that ain't it.
Person.
Hey,
Someone
is that?
Joined up?
I
Nice.
think this is Abel, if I'm not mistaken.
You are fantastic with digital faces and digital names. Nice.
Oh, that's the one I want. Hello. Are you coming to join us, Charlie? Anybody else? The second link is in the channel. The second link is in the channel. The second link is where we're at. Eggnops. Ah, yes. Good old Eggnops. A large duck has appeared.
Who could it be but Charlie? Nice.
Definitely Charlie. Right. We're going to give this another minute. If you want to pop in, the link's in the chat. Wee. I love trampolines, it's so satisfying. And when you land, it's just like a little bounce and dust particle. It's so cool. How did you get out there?
You must have used the trampoline.
Oh, okay, and we're off.
We're off. There we go. Time to run. And so keep in mind, folks, that this may or may not be working perfectly.
Yeah.
But it'll be exciting to see what happens.
Left or right? Left or right? Left or right?
You
left.
go left, I'll go right. Oh, I fell off the edge.
Oh, this is the easy side. Oh. Ah! No. Okay, I'll go on the right hand side then. I think I can manage.
Oh my goodness, I'm on the right hand side, and currently it is definitely living up to its name as the hard platforming side. We have some moving trampolines.
They
That's
move?
cool.
I was tricked.
Yep.
Oh, we did it. So close.
One thing which is very helpful for this is that if you hold space, if you press space while you're bouncing, you can jump higher on the trampoline.
Yes.
Which is very useful for a lot of these jumps. Want to make sure I mention that in case anyone is newer to
we did it.
adopting things.
We got there. Yeah.
Nice.
Let's go.
You are leading the bunch, although admittedly you did just fall off. So it's unclear as to how...
I'm not sure that you can reach this, but I
suspect that is the case.
Sufficiently happy that the hard side is difficult.
The hard side was a lot of fun. Yep, it looks like we may not be able to complete the course just yet, but that's all right.
That's expected to be fair, isn't it? Hello, that's Ashley's face right there. Right, can I get back to the other side to try? Yeah, I could just ride the thing. Question mark? No, can't. I'm gonna start the game. I cannot.
The game is too powerful. The game is
No.
taking control.
Mm-hmm. I enjoyed this. It's definitely a challenge with all these trampolines. And by the looks of it, you've got after you've reached the top, there's a section where you can either walk the long way round or hop across. So that looks really cool.
Cool.
I can't wait.
Are you showing off the next little bits on the stream?
Yeah.
That is very cool. We may not be able to get there with our little jumpy bodies, but we can do that via the stream tour.
Yeah.
When you get the chance, could you stop the main editing session for this level? Looks like they're requesting the level be temporarily paused for them. Not this session, but that one.
Yeah.
Awesome. It's fun looking down at this level. I want to try have we tried the slow elevator easy side yet?
I attempted it, but I don't think that's been completed yet.
No worries. They're focusing on the hard side, which honestly is a pretty good choice. You can make sure that's complete and ready to go.
Yeah, how do we feel about the hard side? Are we sufficiently happy that it's hard?
It took a couple of tries for me, and by a couple I mean a good number of tries. I was saying just a couple is definitely a little underemphasizing it. Yeah. Some people are still bouncing up here. These I can definitely see it being very difficult to get at the top.
So I'm going to post a link in Twitch chat. The correct link this time.
Always a good choice.
Team 3. Looking for feedback on level flow.
Oh, that'd be great. So yeah, so just like I believe Lambda was mentioning, storing their feedback on Google Docs. Is that what we're doing here?
I have no idea.
Oh wait, sorry. You mentioned recording feedback. Sorry, I am looking at the game. I'm too busy playing the game. I'm not watching the stream. I'm sorry. It sucked me in. It's too involving, too enjoyable. How dare they make a fun level?
That's just rude, honestly. Oh, I have accidentally connected from that session because I was looking at Discord. So I will post a link in chat to Team 3's game. Bam. Cancel that session. Head over here.
Nice.
I'm the new
just
guy.
appeared game or in the chat for me. I'm gonna hop into the session as well. So yeah, we have no clue how completed or how ready for playtest these levels are, but it's very cool to be able to get the chance to experience it. And see things like, for instance, this little trash can is fantastic.
Oh no, they're bouncy things. I was
already off to a difficult start.
I was lied to.
These bouncy furniture items. Oh, nice.
Oh my goodness, this is so cool! What is going on here?
Wow, and this is the pinball pachinko style machine.
Yeah.
It looks like the balls are currently
static objects, not fully working, but I can imagine that if they bounce along this is going to look so cool.
That's fantastic. And I love the little faces they have drawn on the balls. They actually do like have open mouths that add some little depth to it.
That's so
That's
good.
Very cool. All the little details.
And then the walls. What are these art assets? This is cool.
I don't think there's a floor for this one yet, I'll be honest.
But
it's very cool, the chance to see this level in progress.
Wait a second. You must be this tall. That is so cool. Hey, Bird King. There's a little sign here that's like, you must be this tall to ride this ride.
Oh, next to the in the middle of this level.
This is so cool.
I like that I can appreciate the fact that we can actually walk underneath it, which actually means we aren't tall enough, isn't it? I'm not sure we're allowed on this ride. Wait a second.
Jordan, look on the outside of the walls. There's some eyes staring at me, and I don't like it.
Oh my goodness. That is
spooky.
This is a spooky level. You know, they said they were going to make a spooky level, and they were, so far, very accurate. That is fun.
This is so cool. I like this. It's funny because I think Team 2 have gotten quite far ahead in terms of their actual level design and placing all the things out ready, sort of add polish and whatnot. Whereas Team 3,
this team here,
yeah, this team's got the look and the polish down already and is in kind of, I wouldn't say in the process of doing the level design, but it's less level design orientated and more aesthetic. And they're both,
True.
There's a lot of work on both sides. It's I'm impressed. It's cool.
I'm very impressed. The process, the progress of both teams. Yeah, they definitely have two different strategies for this, and it's really cool to see how they're different, and yet both create some really cool projects.
Yeah, it's great. Oh,
we got one ball. Oh, it's kind of moving. Maybe not. Who knows?
wait.
Oh, we're in this. Oops. Well.
Oh. Wait a second. It's doing a thing. Things are falling. Oh, that's so cool.
Someone who's wearing a very cool helmet. What is this? Wow, this is a fantastic.
Oh, this is cool. That the other person at the top. This is Scooter D, I believe.
Oh, nice. Hello.
Classic creator on Big Bang.
Wow, I do love how the balls are bouncing around now, zooming down the track. And I like this little shield in the middle. It's very helpful for actually, getting a checkpoint, getting a safe place to hang out.
Yeah. Benicus, that would be Bird King.
I look forward to seeing how it all works. I mean, obviously, already if you hop onto one of the balls, you can see you get reset to your most recent checkpoint. So it'll be very cool to see how it works with them all rolling down the hill repeatedly.
If they manage to get this working, it's going to be incredible. Just as a moment in the game, you're just running through, and then it's pachinko. Oh, now I'm back at my checkpoint.
True. And that's interesting. Is there are different ways to design games, right?
Mm-hmm.
To design a project. One of the ways could be like playing or figuring out what mechanic you want to use or to highlight, and then sort of adding it to the project. And another way could be to look for perhaps the emotions that you want to evoke for a project, and sort of chase them down and figure out what do I need to evoke these emotions, and then to go about implementing them in their project. And it sort of shows they're kind of we did not ask the team to do anything. They were allowed to do whatever they want to do.
Yep.
And it's incredible that they so sort of split up in this manner to sort of nicely explain these two aspects of game development in this really cool way.
And I think it just goes to show that there isn't a right way of game development either.
True. That's important. Yeah. It's really incredible that they're able to do anything, but if they'd done, really anything, that would be super cool, and also create an awesome game. And also, we're all enjoying hanging out on top of these skulls here, which admittedly would be a little slower if we did this in the main during the main race. But at the moment, it's very fun to hang out and get a good view.
Oh, that's great. I can't wait to see this in 45 minutes time. I actually can't.
Definitely.
But alas, thanks everyone who play tested. If you could leave your comments or your feedback in either Twitch chat, YouTube chat, or in Discord, that would be great. So then the teams can use that feedback and hopefully improve.
We don't currently
their
have.
level.
That'd be great. We don't have names for which level is which, but I guess if it's obvious which level you're talking about, that's one solution. Or you could just say, the haunted level perhaps is a good term for this one, or the other one, the vertical level. I'm not sure. That's certainly the major aspect that I immediately noticed when I saw their level. It'll be very cool to see how their projects end up. What is our next plan for the live stream?
Well, I propose that we chat with the teams and see if there's anything else that we can help them with. And then sort of, I know they're not finished yet, but I think it would be cool to sort of do like a retrospective, because most of their games are done, kinda. It's just like finishing up the polish. So I think if we can ask them about the whole live creation session process and how they're finding the builds, then we could get some useful info for anybody else who's watching.
Sounds fun to me. I have to run for half a second, but I'll be back.
Welcome back.
Oh, wow! I'm so speedy. It's so true. Maybe slightly longer than half a second.
Okay.
But I'll be back as quick as possible, and I will chase you down wherever you ending up.
Okay. I'll catch you in a bit. So I'm gonna hop into a call with Team 2, who are doing the vertical level. Ooh, I can see a thing. See how they're doing. Brushes now. I'm sorry, I'm getting very distracted with what's going on. Oh, can't believe my character references. Really like navigating Inco area. Oh, that's great feedback. Right, I'm gonna hop in the voice chat with them. Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm doing alright, thank you, Caleb. How are you doing?
I am good, actually.
Excellent. Having fun?
Yes, I am.
That's brilliant. Music to my ears. How about you, SB?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good.
Excellent. Are you also having fun?
I am also having fun.
Nice. So, we've just done a playtest for your game. How do you feel about that?
What's the damage?
Yeah.
Oh, that's really funny. So, we have had some feedback. I asked people to comment on level design and how easy or hard the course is. And a few comments from YouTube chat and from the Discord. Nope, not that one. The feedback that Jordan and I had was that the hard section is indeed hard, so that's a big thumbs up.
Yes.
We couldn't head up the easy route, the slow elevator side, but we just assumed that you were already aware of it.
Yeah, we're deving it, so.
Yeah. And it was also impossible to jump from the trampoline at the top to the other part of the course.
Yeah.
I assumed again.
I was watching the stream and I saw everybody jump into their deaths over and over again, and I was like, I immediately fixed it. So it should be good now. We're waiting. We need our game unpaused and in a couple minutes. And then we should be able to make sure that's all good.
Excellent. Are you having a good time with the rotating laser stuff?
Yeah, we haven't. I just set it up, and the game hasn't been on pause since I set it up because you can't actually move them while the game is going.
Yes.
So we'll have to see how that works. It should work good, I think.
Yeah, looks that way. Just at a quick glance. I totally agree with you. I'm the new guy. Time does fly when you're making games. Numerous times I've been like, oh, I'll just do this one thing. 16 hours later. Okay, night.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Jordan. How are we doing?
Hello, I am back.
Howdy.
Hey. How has the discussion gone? I don't want to take up too much of your time because I'm sure you're trying to focus on development as much.
Scrambling to finish, yeah. I believe it's going good. I genuinely think we're almost done. I think we're getting pretty close. I think we have a couple more things to polish out, and then we'll be good.
Nice. So you're pleased with what you've been able to make so far, then?
Well, you should be, first of all.
Yes.
Just want to lead it off by saying you 100% should be incredibly pleased. It was a lot of fun. We got to poke around in the game a bit.
Awesome.
And see what was happening. Nice.
Yeah, I'm hoping. My one concern is that the course may be a little bit too long. But like, I don't think it should be too big of an issue.
True. And honestly, that would be impressive. Too long, it made during a game jam game. Oftentimes, game jam games are very short and sweet, and so it'll be very, very exciting to see how fun it is to play, no matter the length.
Yeah.
I don't want to like discuss things that have already been discussed, unfortunately. So.
Well, I was somewhat distracted by giving feedback, so I haven't actually asked any questions yet.
That's a-okay. Feedback is very cool.
Yeah, I'm sure we're cool with answering questions that you guys may have. I don't think you guys be taking up our time, is what I mean.
Oh, okay, that's good. In that case, so far.
In that case, write an essay for us, please.
All right.
What is pi r squared? No, I'm kidding. What's your favorite area in the level that you've built?
Okay. If I'm being honest, we had an area we plan on making, but there's a chance we might not be able to implement it like to actually we have 40 minutes. We probably will. I like the trampoline, like little jumping segment where you have to kind of like bounce around and jump around. Or you can just take the super slow elevator that's basically done now. But my second favorite would probably be the area that comes directly after that because we're kind of doing another jump puzzle, but this time it's more straightforward and more deadly.
Okay.
And the risk versus reward is very evident when you see it.
Is that the laser of death section?
Yeah, right there. It was like the trampolines followed by the blue discs or the giant pathway you have to slowly shamble across.
That makes sense. I like that.
Yes.
I did comment during the playtest that this is probably just going to be an interesting point in the game, either taking the long road less traveled, or the risky section.
Yeah, absolutely. And if we can't get the projectiles working, we'll probably do bumpers instead, just to make it. Because with a path that with a shortcut that big, you have to make the drawback big, or else it's not going to be worth it to take the small one.
Cool.
True. Risk versus reward. That's a more exciting name for the. I should have said that instead of like vertical level. That's a very exciting concept.
Yeah. I'm proud. This is my first game jam, and I'm pretty proud of what we did. Especially with like being at a little bit of a disadvantage with having two of our people gone. Nothing against them, obviously, but like I'm pretty proud.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah. This is your first game jam. That's fantastic.
Yes, it is.
Game jams are beautiful and wonderful things, and also can be totally chaotic and crazy. I have a big soft spot in my heart for game jams, so I'm glad you're able to do one, even though it's a very short one.
No, I'm cool with it. I'm glad I got to use this tool because this tool made it very, very easily as compared to like spriting and stuff like that with Unity. The fact that like I'm not trying to sound like an infomercial, obviously, but like it's very nice to just have an entire workshop of people who already created the things that I can use in a project instead of me spending 16 hours drawing.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Unity asset store is pre-built, and you just get to access it for free, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Our library just keeps churning out really, really interesting things from cool creators, so I can appreciate.
Which is cool because it can also at the same time like act as sort of like a portfolio for artists too. At the same time, like voxel artists, like it's got like a lot of layers of things it can work as, which is nice.
Apologies, I was taking a sip there. So
you're just following the rule I said, which is stay hydrated.
I am.
That's also
that's
important.
it. I'm trying.
See?
Trying to make you proud, Jordan.
Thank you. You already have.
So, each team has had a week to prepare and plan for the event. Is there anything you would have done differently? And if so, what would that be?
It's a week on top of normal life. That's like not like
Correct.
a week of pure focus on the game. But yes.
That's fair.
Yeah, I think I would have pinged people a couple days earlier. We got a lot of brainstorming done today, which is good. We weren't going in blind, but it would have been nice to have a little bit more under our belts.
Yeah, that makes a lot of
sense. It can be very hard to organize a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely true. A fantastic job already.
Yeah,
I think that some people, like you had a member who unfortunately had to leave early because just the trials of life. I think that's true of some other teams as well. So yeah, it's I'm glad you guys are here. I'm glad you're having a good time.
Yeah, it's a cool opportunity.
Yeah, it's always unfortunate when plans fall through, but it sounds like we still have all the groups up and running.
Oh, that's exactly true. We do. So it'll be good to see the various different projects.
I'm excited. I'm not gonna lie. All I want to do right now is play this game until I fall asleep.
I've heard that you need to finish the game first.
It's not even done yet.
Yeah, we're doing it. We're chipping away at it.
Yeah, you got this. You're doing a great job so far.
Thank you.
This leads me onto another question. Very poorly. No good segue here, so I'm just going to do it. What is your favourite part of being involved in this event?
Ooh. If I'm being completely honest, obviously as somebody who's going into the industry or attempting to, like with genuinely everything I do, having tangible portfolio material is really nice. But from a more like personal side, it's been nice to talk to SB. I've never talked to him before. It was nice to like meet a new friend and like talk to somebody who's had a lot of experience on the platform.
That's really genuinely nice to hear that you two have made friends with each other just through some random level design thing.
Yeah, for sure. We chit chat in the Discord all the time, but it's nice to get in the voice chat with someone I don't really know. And I'm impressed that we're able to just get in and go like this. Yeah, gotten a lot done. It's
impressive. I'm gonna stop fangirling on this level now.
We appreciate it. We do.
Like I said to Jordan earlier on, like just starting the level, the game design process can be difficult for a lot of people. And to have this, if this was shipped right now, it would still be a really fun experience. So it's kind of a testament to the efforts that yourself and your team have put in so far.
We really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for that.
Well, thank you for putting time aside to meet some random people on the internet and make games with them.
All right. Should we say goodbye for now and let you guys finally some last little uninterrupted peace
No,
Absolutely. We have a little bit more to do. We're almost done.
no, they're not allowed.
Nice.
Because we have one more question for them, Jordan.
Oh, we do. Oh my goodness.
Terrible.
Oh, I see it right here. How has this event been compared to what you expected it to be? Is it what you expected it to be, or is it something totally different?
You can go first, SB.
Oh yeah. It's a little of both. I expected, even if I had pinged people earlier, I was expecting to go in and not know what we were gonna do. Just because when you get 4 people, we're down to 2, but if you have 4 people, everybody's got ideas, and then we split up and work, and you end up with something totally different. On the other hand, I did expect to get something good out of it, because that's what happened at the last event. It was, I tinker on my thing, and then I turn the camera around, and there's a whole level built, and it's really good. And to that end, I think we're doing fantastic. I think we're doing a great job.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. If I'm being completely honest, I got a little worried when I checked the Discord and nobody'd really been talking. I'm not blaming anybody because I wasn't talking either. And I was like, oh, I'm a little nervous because we don't really have any plans. And then my heart kind of filled with a little dread after I watched as our other 2 teammates sadly had to not participate. And I was a little worried. But then when me and SB got in it, we were kind of just hammering away, and we're basically almost done. Like we have very little left to do. Which is, and it resembles a game, is what matters to me.
Nice. That does.
If it looks like a game and it plays like a game, it's a game.
Absolutely.
Oh, brilliant. Thank you very much, guys, for just taking time out of your very busy game development schedules to chat to us. It's been really interesting hearing your insights and how you've experienced the event just as a whole. And I'm really pleased that you, if nothing else, you have a cool game and you've also made a new friend. So thank you very much.
Yes.
True.
Thank you, guys.
We will check back later in about half an hour, and we'll round everyone up and we'll do playtests for both games. So
awesome.
It'd be great if you could make it, but if you can't, totally understand. It's been a long session so far.
Yeah. If before you guys go, if we could get our game, I think we're ready to have it started again. If that's okay.
Yeah,
Yes,
we can do that. Bam.
All right.
Explosion of excitement.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much.
You're welcome.
Of course. Cheers.
Right, we'll leave you to it. Thanks very much. Good luck.
Yeah.
See ya.
Cool. Love it.
True. The last little few minutes of the whole event. There's half an hour left for the game developers to make their games. It'll be really crazy and exciting to see what the final results are.
Yeah. Ooh. Right. So I guess for our final interview, we're gonna head over to Team 3, who this looks scary and intimidating. Sentinel. Oh, this is cool. I will see you in there, Jordan.
All right, see you there.
Hello.
Hello.
How are we doing, team?
Hello. We're hopping in for one last quick little segment. We know you guys are trying to finish things as fast as possible. Don't want to take up too much of your time. But we wanted to ask you guys how you're doing, how you're finishing up.
Doing pretty good. Yeah. Right now I'm working on the house, and for some reason, oh, these balls don't seem to want to function like they should.
Last minute, exciting adventures of trying to figure things out is a classic game development experience.
Yeah. I think everybody should experience that at some point in their life.
Should is a very strong word there, DMM.
Why does it not work? Ugh. Ooh. Love this. Oh, I know which section this is. So I'm just having a bit of a run through, and I really like what I see. We had some playtesting going on earlier, and we had some very interesting feedback for yourselves as well. Oh, and a quick one. Amin Osman says hello, Infernal Viper.
So is that?
Where is it? Oh, I'm the new guy. Says I really liked navigating through the pachinko area. Oh, short but very well designed level.
And to be clear, that was before they could see the second half of your level.
Correct.
So,
we had a playtest during the period where the mansion didn't have a floor.
Quick question. How is it to get the spinning objects to parent the player to them?
which spinning objects? Let me see where you were. Oh, obviously, of course, these theme park disc 14. Okay. Let's figure that out. We will have. Sometimes it can be non-uniform scaling, but it looks like you're scaled uniformly. We will ping someone on the back end who can figure out while we try and discuss it on the front end. Does that make sense? Cool. Let's check out some of these questions, Chris. Does that sound good?
Yeah, that sounds good.
So obviously you guys, this is a leading question. We had it written down as like, are you pleased with the progress you've been able to make in 3 hours? And I'm unable to ask that question without prefacing it by saying, you should be very pleased by the progress you've made in 3 hours. But how pleased are you with the progress you've made in this time?
Pretty pleased. It's actually well. A really fun experience, and we got a lot done.
Mm-hmm.
You really have. You've gotten an absolute ton done. I am navigating my little character towards the spinny discs to try and assist you there while we chat. What's your favorite part of the level so far?
Entry setting. I'd say it's really fun in the go machine. Doesn't seem to want to work right now.
Okay.
But,
it is.
Yeah.
This is in progress. You're up the wire, not quite, but you are figuring things out. We just got reset. Nice.
Oh, I've
It's
just
resetting.
fallen through the mansion.
I think I guess we've finished the game, but haven't quite finished the game. That's funny. So it's decided that we're in the middle of our runs, and we got to stop and go back to the start. That's funny.
Oh, I have an idea. I believe, yes, that is the case. Okay, so the reason this is happening, during the making of this template, this happened to me all the time and I was very confused. The reason for that is that the game manager is looking for an object that doesn't exist that controls all of these things. Let me have a look at .bigbang.com. Look at my themes. Base Heroes template. Then I'll be able to put those scripts on for you.
Awesome. We got some live debugging happening as we speak.
Yep. So
nice. I guess that leaves it up to me to ask some of the questions.
Yes, please.
Sounds good. So, you guys had, we sort of announced this whole event about a week ago. So you guys had sort of a week to get some ideas, to plan a little bit, to prepare a bit. Is there anything you would have done differently during that week if you, now you're sort of in the midst of things, or are you still, would have done exactly the same?
I don't know, personally, probably with like the mechanics I did and stuff to make them more concrete and so that we could better avoid things like the ball's not moving or the feature's not working.
That's fair. It can be totally difficult and crazy to come up and try and solve things in the middle of the midst of things on a deadline. That's very understandable.
Yep.
Still, it'll be very fantastic if we get working during this period. And honestly, even if we don't get it working, you guys have only had 3 hours to make this project. So it's really incredible the progress you've made on this fantastic level. So, there's always after the event, worst case scenario, and it'll be fantastic. We'll get to try it out later anyways. So don't stress about it if it's not perfect the way you always wanted it to be.
And that should be that, right? Where's the start? Okay, I'll come and fix this. Shortly, because we're missing a few things as well, but I can sort of.
This is the adventure of having only one of us who can stream to YouTube. Is unfortunately I can't take over the live stream, but we can always put up something else while DMM focuses on bringing it back to a beautiful, event. Cool. I guess, how do you guys have a favorite part so far of how this event's gone, of how you've been involved in this event?
I just like that was first an experience being able to work with other people. Do something like this. Or you kind of get like a feeling of isolation working by yourself a lot.
That's really true, actually. Like indie game development can be very, very isolating if you are just working all by yourself on a project, and sometimes the end feels really, really far away. I'm glad that you're able to hang out and able to be with other people, and I've very much enjoyed hanging out with you as well. Is the event what you expected it to be at all, or is it totally different, or somewhere in between?
It's that happy median.
Nice.
Loved working with everyone. It was an awesome experience, but learn like all the bugs and stuff. They're always there, but
totally. they can be frustrating to try and figure out what's going wrong. Definitely. Hey, I'm glad it was a mix of what you expected and what you didn't expect. That way we keep you on your toes. Really keep things crazy. It's been fantastic to see all of your work and all of your progress, and your fantastic level. It'll be very fun to play it when it's ready, when you guys are ready to show it off and share it. I think. Go on.
What?
Oh, sorry, my bad. I thought you were saying something.
I said, yeah, that'd be fun.
Oh, very much so. Very much so. I think I must have cut off slightly on the audio. My bad. So I believe good old DMM is in the process of adding some Chase Heroes sort of game manager stuff to this project. I know that DMM has spent a lot of time poking around the actual mechanics of like, how does it start? How does it end? In the middle of things. I feel like I should let you go and let you keep on working on the thing, even though it's been a fantastic time chatting with you. I don't want to take up more time than I should, and so I will say goodbye. But thanks so much for talking with me.
Yeah.
I am going to also leave, but I will continue to just make sure that this works properly, and hopefully we can get you playtest ready in the next 15 minutes or so.
Awesome. We will hop out and
thank
see you later.
Thank you very much for taking the time to, first of all, be a part of the event, and secondly, just to agree to just chat to us and take us through your process. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Our pleasure. Good luck, and see you on the other side. And we're back.
All right. We are back in a private chat with just us.
Mm-hmm.
I will probably be talking a lot while you help diagnose some of these issues.
Indeed. What is it called? Code?
Indeed. I mentioned this at the very, very start of the stream was, you know what? Chase Heroes has a lot of these simpler mechanics that you combine you can combine them together to create something larger than it, something magnificent, and some really cool final results. I think we've definitely seen that for both of these projects.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that, sometimes there are these components, these little finicky components like the starting tile location, which can be a little bit difficult to figure out. So I'm glad that we have you here to help us diagnose the issue.
Well, you were right. I did spend a long time staring at this going, why don't you work? I have to go into admin for this, so I will do that off camera. Please bear with me, folks.
No worries. It really, we're down to the last maybe 15 minutes. It makes me want to be like, what Chase Heroes session can I make in 15 minutes? And the answer is almost nothing, I'm sure.
Wouldn't do it too scared.
We could do, this is very off the cuff and may not be sensible. We could do a public chat-based session. We could just have everyone edit it. Here, let me, this is, we'll see how crazy this goes, if it goes terribly or fantastically. But I will create a remix of the initial thing, and I will send a link to the YouTube chat. And everyone who's here, we can just see what happens. Try creating the event while because you currently are trying to diagnose this issue and fixing it up, which is fantastic. But that means we can have some additional
fun. Nah, not allowed fun. Stop that. You moved. F3.
Is it good? Yeah. Bird King is talking, and Scott Dalton are talking about adding a roller coaster to the end of the the theme park themed Chase Hero session. That is a very fun idea. Also, as they correctly point out, it would be incredibly difficult to finish at the last little chunk of time that they have left. But maybe as a concept for a future edition or future polish element, they could work on that.
Cool.
Indie development is ridiculous. Indie, sorry, I should have mentioned this way back when. Indie could be short for independent game development. Can be very hard to go about it on your own, as we were mentioning in the last discussion. So it's really cool to have a community as supportive, as interested, as exciting as the Big Bang community, as our Discord, and as the folks here on YouTube, and everywhere we stream, that is. We can have events that are like this, and we can have events, like our daily playtest sessions.
We've got weekly art challenges.
Other weekly art challenges. That's so true. So many ways to highlight the really fantastic things that people are able to make.
Well, it's on a Friday. That's
a good point.
I spend a lot of time just looking at stuff on Big Bang, testing people's games, looking at the cool objects they're making, and trying to find ways to highlight just all this cool stuff people spend their time making. And on a Friday, I do a community spotlight in the Discord. So I will make a list of, I usually make lists of cool stuff that I see, and then on a Friday I'll write a little description about it and just try and make people aware that this cool thing exists. Like this week we had a cyberpunk walkway, and I think 2 people have seen it. One of them was me. And it's just really, really cool.
That's fantastic. I am in the thickets here, trying to see if we can remix the template. We will see how doable it is, and really, it just adds even more excitement, even more challenge. The closer it gets to, the time, the more difficult, the more exciting it'll get to be.
If you could send me a multiplayer link, I can pop that on my main screen while I fix these issues for Team.
I would love to. You may have to remix it yourself just because you own the game. But you're also in the middle of debugging that.
So I think I've got it sorted. The only way I'll know is if most people in this session go to the finish line. So I will team live debugging. Nothing could possibly go wrong, right?
That's one of the exciting things, is running events like this, which is just like, everything can go wrong, everything can go right, and we can create some really fantastic, really exciting things that we never would have expected.
Yeah, true. 1.1 needs to move, because I'm currently trapped in a block. Nailed it. So good. Right, so template. I believe you should be able to remix this, right? Yeah, this is remixable, Jordan. The live creation session Chase Heroes template that is remixable.
It's possible it is just my internet, but for some reason I am struggling on that. But that's all right. Actually, so really everyone at home could be making their own remix. No reason why I should be making a group remix. Oh, I know what the issue is. Here we go. My bad. I was using my admin powers in a place where my admin powers don't help.
Nice. Collision.
There we go. Okay. MP equals. All right. I have a link that I will send to the YouTube chat. Murphy's Law is so true. Everything that can go wrong will go wrong.
So this.
So I just sent a link to the YouTube chat. Honestly, I have no clue. Will we make anything? I have no clue. But if you want to hop in and try and see what happens, why not, right?
This is so spooky. Just gonna check that there's a finish line. Yes, there is a finish line for Team 3. Excellent. And they're messing around with the finish zone. Have you managed to remix?
I posted a link in the YouTube chat.
Okay.
Let's see. I have about 30 seconds to make a game, and I think the solution will be, okay, let's remove most of what's here, and just move it off to the side. I stopped the game, so you may have to go into free cam mode.
There isn't a link in YouTube chat, I imagine, because...
Oh, I must have... oops, I can't send it because I am not a thing. Here, I will...
I know what's here.
I posted a link in, actually, admittedly, the Team 3 chat. If you want to...
I'm in, don't worry.
Oh, awesome, you're in it. Perfect. That is really a fantastic place to keep it, is in another team's chat. Oops.
Well,
that's okay.
Everyone knows that the best place to do anything is somewhere you're not supposed to do it, right?
Oh, definitely. Here, I'm going to move everything out of the way and just make a couple straight lines that go from the start to the end, and maybe we'll add some chaos to it. That would be truly fantastic if I can quickly do that in time.
What is it called? Social water. Bottom. F3 collision type to trigger. Save.
So I've started with these swirly cylinders. It sounds fun. Now let's go for some swinging axes, because why not, right?
Why not?
Exactly. What's a little chaos, a little bit back and forth. We'll see if it works immediately or if it'll totally be crazy and impossible to complete. That will be an exciting experience to find out. Definitely needs a parkour section in the middle, of course.
Why not? Think. Oh, I'm really excited to play this. Oh, somebody is editing.
I've genuinely no clue how high these trampolines will bounce. So it'll be a very exciting experience to find out if it'll function at all or not at all. Maybe I should. Oh, I'll take a trick out of the vertical team's book by adding a really long shortcut. But not long shortcut, long route around. So that if it's impossible to beat it via jumps, at the very least it'll be possible to beat it the long way.
Yeah.
See, we're all learning things this live creator session here. Really, kind of about all sorts of things. I think some crushing blocks would definitely be fun.
Why not?
A little bit of chaos. Segment. Let's just duplicate these. Here we go. Beat it quick. I have no clue. Is this game going to even be playable?
Should be.
I don't know. Well, I mean, you could play it, but can you beat it? We'll find out.
That's a great question.
I had no more time left. It is 5:59 p.m. or my local time at least. So it's the level is basically done. Oh, these are spinning, which is good.
Easy.
Can you get around them? You can get around them. Easy. Okay. Winning disc, spinning disc. Is it oh, these trampolines are definitely doable.
Are they?
Oh wait, this.
Oh,
I got
almost
her.
got him.
It's clear the fact that I
no checkpoint.
designed this level. Oh yeah, there is no checkpoint, and actually, it's gonna be impossible because there's no way we can fit through these. Oh no, we can't. Okay, I gotta quickly fix that. Quickly gotta make it playable. The crusher blocks are just a little bit too close to each other, so you can't quite.
Rubbish.
Sneak through them.
Rubbish. Rubbish game design.
I'm so sorry. I will have to take another maybe 30 seconds, perhaps, to finish this level.
No, you got no time.
I'm so sorry. I couldn't quite. No
time.
Oh my goodness.
Remember rightly, here's the link.
It is, in fact, it's a crowdsourced game, exactly. Is it it's so incredibly simple compared with the fantastic games that our teams are making. But you know what? It's a good way to fill approximately 5 minutes of time, which we have to fill in order to let them have their time to make their awesome, fantastic game. So we have to show off this. This is a little bit simple, but hey, you know what? That's cool.
Right.
I think I made it to the end.
That's it. That's time. We're done.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. So I don't know what our strategy is. Obviously, we want to make sure that the teams have as much of a chance to make a playable game as possible, since we don't want to just, like, if they're mere seconds away from finishing, we don't want to clutch success out of their hands. Should we go message them and ask them how they feel like they are, if the final projects are ready?
Yeah, probably. You just delete this post. Hello.
I can grab another bounce pad if we want to just try it.
Hello.
Hello. How are you folks doing?
We are great.
Good.
I think we're done. I think we just finished.
Really?
Yes.
Ooh.
That is fantastic.
Exciting stuff.
Oh yeah.
I will save it. That would be a good idea, right?
Yes.
I hadn't saved this entire time, and I'm gonna refresh it.
Solid.
No, sir.
Is it gonna do anything for us when you refresh or no?
No. It just means. Yep.
I'm gonna quickly hop in the other chat and chat with the next team while you handle things here. Sound good?
Sounds good to me. Hello. Right. So I'm gonna post a link to this game in YouTube. And I'm not.
It doesn't work. We're sorry.
And I'm not going to post the admin link because nobody will be able to get in.
Let me go over there really quick and make sure the elevator's working.
If you want to come in and have a look at the final level design after 3 hours, feel free to click that link. You'll hop right in here.
Hey SB, did you fix the elevator?
It should be fine.
Ah, I see.
It's still stuck all the way up there. Uh-oh.
Oh. I'm gonna fall forever.
Do I just move it back down, or what do I do?
I've just paused it. 1 second. Let me. Okay, there we go.
Awesome. Yeah, sorry. It's the only thing we missed.
Why is that doing that, though? Was that moved up there, or what?
I think that's where it just stopped, when it was broken.
Oh, it's still going up. It never found its last place.
Are you all good to go? Are you struggling with something?
It's the last. Just our easy route up to the vertical section is broken.
Can you stop the game for a sec? Okay, why is this broken?
Let's have a look. Wait time, distance, move 750 units.
Yeah.
Over 12 seconds. Okay, it's got the net tag.
In place on the when the game stopped.
Let's have a look. The network in there. Interesting.
It was working, which is the annoying part.
Well, it doesn't work currently, but that's okay. We'll just not take the easy route. It's just a lift, so we'll wait. It's floating.
Yeah, so it should stop.
Yay! Welcome everyone! Yay! Woo! Let me.
All right. Yeah. I'll have to look at it.
Let me do this. Let me send a link to the other team. If you want to come check out the other team's level, come join us. Smiley face, link, ship it.
Hold on. Just so nobody goes the other path, I'm going to put a blockade in front of it.
That's a good point. There'll be time to mess around with this after the event.
Oh my god, why is this blinking? Oh, it's a laser beam, that's why. Oh, will laser beams kill people if they walk into them?
Yes.
Awesome, I'll just put that in front of it. Awesome.
Cool. Who have we got? That's a Scooter D. That's an I'm the New Guy. Bird King. Don't know who this person is. People in it. Right. Cool. Let's do this. Let's do a
Yeah.
little play test. Let's see how awesome your level is. Yeah.
Oh, is the thing broken? Did it just go?
It could be broken, but we'll fix that. Don't worry.
Can some people walk? Weird, I don't see everybody here.
We're doing the level. Oh. Oh. Bird King's crushing it. Oh, that was close. I like the laser part as well.
Me and you were in the back SB even though we made the level.
Ah, it's interesting that you've got like a little Chinko style area. Some mini trains. Oh, that's cool. I really like that. I don't like the looks of that though. Ah! Oh! 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 I was nearly crushed there. Champion! I really enjoyed that. Oh, so impressive.
Oh no!
Really enjoyed that. Champion.
This is a death trap of my own making.
Hey, hello David. How are you getting on back there?
Woo!
Nice, Nitro. Nice. I'm the new guy coming in fifth. Yeah. SBTV, you made it.
Ooh.
Oops. That was really, really fun. Good job, team.
Thank you guys.
Really fun. Really, really fun. It'll be nice to get this fixed after the fact, but for the time that you've had today, like really incredible job, both of you, and then everybody else in your team. It's Ashley.
Thank you guys.
Oh, thank you very much.
Cool. I guess we're having another go. Oh, I nearly fell.
Yes, it gets you. It's a little drop off after the turn.
Nailed it. Oh, robbed. I was robbed. Everybody saw that in YouTube, right? Everyone saw that. Okay. I got time. I ain't got time. Oh! Not even close. Ashley struggling there. No! No! Oh dear.
That was a nice jump, SB.
Are you both really happy with how this came out then?
I am.
Good.
Yeah, I think there's a few things to touch up, but I'm actually impressed we got it all done.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Oh no!
We both got killed off that one.
What? I got yeeted into the nothingness. Oh.
Yeah, dude.
I nailed it last time, and this time I've made so many mistakes. But my crown. Ooh. I knew I was a gunner right there. Oh, please let me finish.
You can do it. Oh.
No, it's over for me. Save yourselves. That was really, really good. Thank you again. Thank you so much for taking part in this.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was fun. Thanks for having us.
You're very welcome. It's been a pleasure to sort of chat and get to know you and see the progress you've made. It's cool. I am, however, gonna pop into the other chat and speak to Lambda, and I'll post a link to the other team's game in your team chat and in YouTube. So I will bid you farewell. Great job today, and thanks very much. Hello, it is I.
Hello. How are you doing? You caught up to me.
I'm doing great. Finally managed to track you down. Wasn't that difficult?
Indeed. I was watching the live stream, and that was fantastic to see all the cool progress through that the first team's level there.
Yeah, it was really good. Thoroughly enjoyed that.
I have been thoroughly enjoying this last little debug session. It is so incredibly cool to see their game. I got a little sneak peek.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Indeed. I don't know what is the strategy for doing this, Lambda. It seems like currently we're having some difficulties with some of the objects not some of the rotating objects not colliding the way we would like them to collide.
I saw that.
And that may just be an issue with, maybe that's just how it's going to be, unfortunately. But frankly, it's incredible.
Wait, the balls are working.
Oh my goodness! Look, Lambda's fixed up. Lambda, you're fantastic. Awesome. So I think it makes total sense to me to run a playtest for this level, if that's okay with you, Lambda. Things may not be working as perfectly as you would want them to work, but frankly, the amount of detail and the world and the design that you guys have made is really fantastic. And I think it'd be super fun to have everyone race through it. What do you think?
Yeah, I think we really nailed the developer's horror story kind of aspect of it.
The fact this is incredible. 3 hours and you guys have made this fantastic level. That is fantastic. DMM, I don't know the process for sending the link out to the level. Let me save it. Lambda, is there any last change you want to make before we invite people in to tour the level and to try and race our way through?
No. I mean, there's a secret plug to my other game, I guess.
Oh my goodness, we'll have to do whoever finds it out first should mention it in the chat.
Well,
because I don't know what it is, and I want to find out now.
I know what the plug is immediately. So.
Oh my goodness.
There are, in fact, 2 plugs.
Wow. So people have to find them. Okay. It seems like people are joining the game. Is that correct?
Yes. We have.
Awesome. I have to.
Soggy. In fact, let me stop start.
Okay, that's a good solution for. Actually, I have to stop start. There we go.
Yes.
I am in control of
That
this
does
level.
it too. I think I fixed the starting issues. So if one of us goes over there, it should probably start.
Awesome. I guess everyone's joined it who is going to join it. Sounds fantastic. Let's get a lovely play session through, and we'll see what happens.
Nope.
Never mind.
That
It's okay.
is totally my bad. So what I'll do is I'll just remove the blockade thing.
True, it'll be an unofficial playtest. So we haven't quite fixed the issue that we have with the starting point. But it'll be fun to race to the end and see this fantastic world that this team has made.
I'm going to switch that to none and F3, and then we're good to go.
Zoom.
What? Whoa!
Already we're being bounced up by these. I see someone knocked off the edge there.
Got him.
By these initial spots. Got this fantastic sculpture and these posters.
The Chinko is so cool. It's a shame that the balls aren't working, but I can imagine
the
that
balls
would have been insane.
You know, they were working 30 seconds ago, but sometimes game development is like that, you know?
Yeah.
Ah, well, such is life. And here's a really fantastic haunted mansion.
Ooh. Pretty spooky. Oh yeah.
Yes, for those folks who are a little confused why they're falling through the map here, unfortunately, I was unable to help Lambda. It's not their fault. I couldn't make it work, unfortunately, but we will have this temporary little route around it for now. Frankly, this just makes me want to look forward to when we can help them and fix everything up and have a beautiful, fantastic map for a beautiful, fantastic playthrough for this beautiful, fantastic map.
Yeah.
All these amazing features. I love how Lambda. Are you in the call currently? Lambda is. Was it with Foxy the host who made, for instance, these ancient like obstacle bouncer objects?
Yeah, so it's a mixture between Foxy and Infernal that made all of the objects. Infernal spent a lot of time on the ball course that you guys can see, and when it works, it is pretty cool.
I have seen a working prototype of it and can confirm it is incredibly cool.
It is.
Nice. That is fantastic.
There's so much detail in here, and there's so many references to Mephidra.
Nice.
Hey, now there's only 2, and they're accidental.
Well, it's really impressive how much stuff you got done in 3 hours. We didn't get to see your finish area because the game is currently not working correctly. Oh wow.
Can't believe you didn't... Oh.
This is so cool.
It is fantastic.
Hello.
Okay, I have to ask, who came up with the idea for the blinking eyes?
So actually, I stole that from Verlia, and I thought it would be interesting to put it in there and see what it looked like. And actually, if you take a look at you actually can't look up with this model or with this controller. But if somebody were to be zoomed out and looking at the front of the map, you can both look at it face on and look from front to back and top to bottom.
That's fantastic. Oh my goodness. Wow.
This is cool.
And yeah, we can see through the fog. We can see the finish area over there. Are you? Oh yeah, you were able to take the stream over there to take a peek at the finish area, the finish line, with those giant statues. Did your team ever come up with a name for the figurine, the character for the park?
Yeah, I believe either Foxy or Infernal named him PK. I'm not entirely sure what it stands for, but I think it works well enough.
Nice. Good old PK Park. Nice.
PK Park.
Yeah, you can see someone is jumping around over there. I guess they managed to make it to the end. Oh, I guess we didn't end up fast enough, so it would be resetting. That explains part of the reason why. That's super cool. How now that you finished it, has your favorite component of the course changed, or are you still
I would say my favorite component of the course is the fact that 4 or 5 people got to work together for a couple of hours to make something cool and fun. And I think that's more important than really anything else.
Fantastic. That's so true. It is incredible. It would have been very smart of us to ask where everyone on a team was beforehand, and that's something we'll have to do for future creation sessions, just to see, like, are you from the same countries? Are you from across the world? Are you from totally different time zones? Who knows?
Yeah.
And you work together to make this awesome map.
I'm quite frankly blown away by just all of the stuff that's been made over the last 3 hours. It's really impressive, and I've got a lot of respect for everyone who's participated. First of all, just to put the time aside, because everyone's got lots of stuff going on in their lives and whatnot. And I very much appreciate just how much awesome work has been done through the voxel objects, the scripts, the level design, and everything. I'm overwhelmed with the quality of both levels. Yeah, okay, they don't work perfectly, but 3 hours, things are gonna go wrong. But the essence of the levels are there, and they're both really impressive.
Both fantastic. It's true. I've run back to the start of the level. I can see exactly what you're talking about. How you can see it both ways. That's super cool to see.
A little tidbit underneath that still amuses me.
Nice. So what's the plan for these levels going forward? I know that we would certainly love to show them off to the broader community, not just those who are able to catch the stream.
Yes.
So I'm sure that. Go on.
I was gonna say, yeah. So what we'll do is we'll clean them up a little, let the creators finish what they started if they so choose, and then we'll probably pop them in the Colosseum, or we're definitely going to feature them. So
They're
other
too
people
amazing
can,
not to feature.
Yeah, it's just so other people can play them, share, and challenge themselves with it. And also, there was something else I've forgotten, but it's late.
The perils of live streaming. It's true.
I do things. I'm going to thank everybody involved. This includes Charlie, Jordan, all of our teams. So we've got SB Television, Lambda, Digin Surfer, even though they didn't manage to make it. Caleb, Dev, again, didn't manage to make it, but did put some time aside. Aramilli, Psych, Exception of 3D, Foxy the Host, Infernal Viper, Lion Oz, Byron Edwards. Just for putting time aside. Things happened. It's unfortunate that we didn't have a few more participants who could make it. But I would also like to thank Ashley Kay for helping me put all this together, and Charles to help me some bug testing, stuff like that. But I'd also like to thank you at home for watching. It has been my pleasure to just chat to you all, and it's been a great opportunity just to show you what can be done with Big Bang, although most of you know. Anything you'd like to say, Jordan?
It's crazy. It's like, this is above and beyond what I'd ever would have expected to have come out of this. 3 hours, I thought, like, they'll make something, whatever it is. This is incredible. And I'm so proud of all the teams for making really fantastic levels, and I'm really proud of thanks so much to the Big Bang team as well for making this possible. All the people, like,
absolutely.
Yeah, and we'll be, so I guess in order to keep in touch, right? If anyone wants to hear about how these levels go, any further revisions, any whatever's, and when we eventually put them and share them online for everyone, just definitely join our Discord, right?
Mm-hmm.
Definitely join our community if you haven't already. I suspect a lot of you already are in the Discord, but if not, we should definitely put a link out in the YouTube chat.
Working on that.
Awesome, thanks. We always love the link spam at the end of any little any sessions where we spread
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
True, so true.
Invite. That's the wrong channel. We go. Use a different. Yes. Let's just do a different. Invite people with this link. We did it. Come join our Discord. We have lots of fun community members who just have a good old time, have a chat, share their cool content. We have our daily playtests every day. We have our weekly art challenge where I post prompts on a Monday, and then you get to vote on what it is you want the prompt to be. Then on a Tuesday, go for it. Make whatever it is you want. Make what inspires you. And then we've got the community spotlight on a Friday, and we're all there. All the devs are there. If you need any help with anything, want to report any bugs, best place to contact us is in Discord. And you also get to find out about cool events like this.
Like this and the next streams that'll be happening.
Yes. We have live streams usually every Friday with Ashley, who unfortunately was sick today. So I hope you get well soon, Ashley.
As well as Malevolent has some fantastic sessions to both have office hours to explain various concepts of the game, as well to work on his own projects.
Mm-hmm. And also, you can keep up to date with all of our shenanigans. Can't say that word apparently. Via Twitter. Links in chat now. Did not type correctly because I am a silly bean. I actually read that as typo in the Discord. Good to know that it's not. Apologies, everyone. Now remove this message. Yes. Sick. Yes. Find out all the juicy gossip. Have we got anything else? We've thanked people. We can get in touch with people. We've got the social links.
I think that's it. Thanks so much for watching, everyone.
Yes. Thank you. It's been a blast. If you've got any feedback for us, let us know in the Discord. Cool. Thanks so much, everyone, and thank you very much, Jordan, for being here.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you for managing this whole session, creating this whole event. It's been fantastic.
Been a blast, and we'll catch you next time. Bye, everyone.
Bye.